Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game is Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. This evening, we will complete the first case of the game. I know what you're wondering. Does that mean we won't see any more gasp in pain? Possibly not until the credits, so please, fill your canteens with as much gasp and pain content as you can. Thank you, Weedle, for the Tomcat. And please enjoy twitch.tv/LoganRobo. And we are live! How is everybody doing? One of these days, I should probably just like disable the sound alerts from the opening scene in Streamlabs. I can do that. That is an option. I probably ought to. But how is everybody doing? I see Extemporaneous was here bright and early with a lurk. I miss hanging out with Extemporaneous saying, Random Transformers, check Slapdash. Who is bro? I do actually have a vintage Slapdash action figure, but he's in a bin in my closet, so I can't get to him. He turns into like a yellow indie race car, which is one of the best alternate modes you can get, in my opinion. And Random, would you rather always be able to see 5 minutes into the future or always be able to see 100 years into the future? I would say the 5 minutes, because 100 years, like, there's probably very little I can do to affect the curve of history, the arc of history. And that is, but 5 years, that's gonna be useful. Like, you'll never get into a car accident again. We realize, like, oh my gosh, that guy would have run that red light and crashed into me in 5 minutes. I'm gonna take a different route or something like that. It'd be great. Said, will you finish the case tonight? Who knows? Tune in to today's episode of Logan Robo. I should get Extemporaneous to do the commercial, like the ad copy for the commercials at the beginning. But thank you for the lurk, Extemporaneous, and Crystal with the lurk as well, saying Orange Oasis time, which means bread, fresh bread. Crystal, are you enjoying Omori? I guess if you get back from your lurk, you can let me know. See, and then Weedle says, hey there, Puppy Kicker and Stinky Puppy Kicker, and I will stop by the time you eat the whole box of Fun Dip. I've eaten like 3 or 4 of them. That's like, there's still 90% of that box left. Let's see, Weedle says, hee. Crystal saying, ahoy, Weedle! Eglin, how you doing? Said, that just felt like the screaming baby in the middle of the opening speech of a play or something. I've been there before, where you're trying to do it and there's like some lady in the audience with a baby that is just like going crazy. I feel like I get that more with my day job at the planetarium than doing plays. I feel like in theaters, a lot of the time, like actual live performance theaters, a lot of parents are like, oh, I should step outside with my baby. At the planetarium, it's like, it's okay. The guy's just trying to tell us about stars. But how are everybody doing? Extemporaneous, Crystal, Weedle, Eglin, how are all of y'all? I hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and load up the game. It's been a week. Because, you know, last week we missed this past week we missed the earlier Ace Attorney stream because of the 4th of July and to go to fireworks and things like that. So I hope we'll be able to figure out where, oh, that's right. Okay, the shutters. So this is what happened. So we've got our new guy here on the stand, Peace, Love, and Understanding. I mean, they're not even pun names. They're just a thing spelled differently. I even said that for years to a friend of mine who like tries to come with pun titles for things. It's like, it doesn't count if when you say it verbally to someone, you have to add the qualifier, but spelled differently at the end. But that's what this guy, so he is the murderer. We saw it Columbo style at the beginning, and he was claiming that he saw the kid do the murder because when he looked through the, there we go, through the window to the treasure room, he could see him going in there. But we also then presented evidence that because of increased security, because of worries about theft, all the shutters from the windows were required to be closed. We caught him in his lie. So we basically got him. We're going to get him. He's going to have a breakdown. The case will be done. I hope. Okay, so in regular Ace Attorney, we always get confetti that's from Gumshoe up in the balcony. I hope that this time we'll get like indoor fireworks, which are not safe, but it kind of fits because this whole Kingdom of Khura'in seems based on like, I want to say China or something like that. But once again, I want to know how you guys are doing. It's so good to see you all. As I said, Extemporaneous, Crystal, Weedle, and Eglin, I hope you guys are doing well, and hope your weekend's going well. I was having a hard time figuring out why, like, this past week, like, the past several days, everything was so slow, like, not just on the channel, but, like, with just life in general. I realized it's a holiday weekend. People are, like, out of town doing 4th of July stuff. So those who are here, I especially appreciate you. Even though I know, like, Crystal, you're from a different country, so you don't... I assume you don't make a big deal out of American independence, but I still appreciate y'all being here. You guys are awesome, and I love and appreciate you all. Okay, so let's get back to chewing this guy out for lying to the court. You couldn't have seen anyone going into the treasure room through those shutters. Oh, that's right. He plays his musical instrument and sings stuff. I forgot. It's all coming back now. Looks like you didn't get the memo. No way. I don't believe it, man. If you don't believe it, why don't you read the notice for yourself? Let's see. Something will, something for, something. Is that your idea of reading? Yeah, Phoenix, maybe he's illiterate. Maybe he's like our old buddy Hajime Hinata. We don't need to make fun of him for it. I am not so hot at reading Koreanese, man. Wait, so is he not Koreanese? Is he from a different country? I usually get one of the other monks to read stuff for me, you know. Doesn't that make your duties as head monk a little difficult? Hey, cut me some slack, man. I only moved to this country 6 months ago. That's quite recent. How do you get to become head monk in 6 months? Then again, Gaspin Payne became chief prosecutor in like less than a year. Maybe they just promote quickly here. And Crystal was saying Omori is awesome. Love it. No, but you were here for like all of our old Omori streams, so you already know the story. But I guess you can still experience it firsthand and everything. And then Weedle saying to Crystal, "Hoy!" And I see there's like an Eglin comment that I'm already caught up, so I'm gonna refrain for the moment. Because it's like early enough in the stream, I don't know if it'd even count to a full catch up, but how, I already asked you guys like 3 times how you do, but I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a fun and safe 4th of July. Nobody blew off your fingers or anything like that, because that's bad. You need your fingers. If you lose a finger, it's like you got 10 lives. You lose them and then they're gone. Then you just got palms and knuckles. That's quite recent, isn't it? So, how did someone who's only been here 6 months become head monk of a temple? Well, little you understand, religious faith can't be measured in months or years. I've only been an adherent of Koreanism for 3 months myself. The Holy Mother's teachings really spoke to me, prompting me to stay in this country. Or was it the fact that there are no lawyers here that spoke to you, Mr. Payne, I know just how you feel, my man. Her Holiness's teachings spoke to me too. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Brother Dumb and Brother Dumber. Well, I know why Payne suddenly became a believer in Koreanism, but could Understandin have had an ulterior motive for becoming a believer too? I'm guessing that he like planned on stealing the orb, the Holy Mother's orb or whatever, like, I don't know, selling it on the black market. So he's a con man. Mr. Understandin, were you really in your chamber as you claim? What? Hey, be chill, brother. Weren't you instead somewhere else? Mr. White, what kind of nonsense are you spouting now? According to Mr. Understandin's testimony, he saw Albie with his own eyes. Therefore, is it really nonsense to suggest he could have seen Albie from somewhere else? Well, hey, do you have a theory, Defense? Yeah. He was doing a murder. See, Eglin is saying, doing all right. Just got back from a trip to South Dakota. So I'm pretty tired. I don't think I've ever been to South Dakota. Is that, okay, this is gonna show my own stupidity with geography. Is South Dakota the one with Mount Rushmore? I know it's one of the Dakotas. I think it's South Dakota. But then what does North Dakota have? Other than an international border with Canada. But how was your trip? I mean, if you're tired, I appreciate you being here extra then. But I hope you're able to rest and recoup from South Dakota. We just said, I lost 3 of my toes, not my finger though, /J. That's right, the /J means it was his fingers. that he lost. Oh, Wendy is here! Said, there's a really bad storm where I am, and I'm kind of having a panic attack, so can someone distract me by explaining this case? Okay, I will do that. And I'm sorry the storm is making you panic. It reminds me of my cat. She always hides under my bed. So if it gets too bad, hide under a bed? Okay, so here's what happened. Wendy, because I don't know if you've been here for any of the previous ones. So far, this guy, Patrol, whose job was that he was on patrol. I mean, the names of this game, Wendy, the names in this game was murdered! As you can see from this image here, this box with a holy relic was stolen, and this was planted at the scene with the fingerprints of our client, who is our tour guide named I'll Be Your Guide. Wendy, the names in this. And so he is accused, but the problem is in this foreign country, they have a law that if you defend someone, you as the defense attorney will get whatever punishment they get. So if he gets convicted and executed, we die. And Gasp and Pain has tricked us into this because he's upset that we once got an innocent girl acquitted, which is just a bridge too far. But this guy is the real murderer, whose name is Peace, Love, and Understanding, because he acts like a hippie who's into peace, love, and understanding. Wendy, the names in this game! And we saw, like Columbo style at the beginning, that he did do the murder. And so now we are trying to point the finger at him. Does that make sense? Just keep in mind that everyone in this place, their names... In fact, I assume that Judge, instead of his name being Judge Udgy, it's just like, his name is like Courtroom Judge, but just spelled weird. The names in this game. So does that catch you up? Does that insulate you from the storm? Hopefully? Eglin said went to a casino buffet and ate like 6.5 sets of crab legs and probably passed out in a hotel. Was it like a reservation? Is that why they were able to have? Because I know there's only like a couple of states in the country that can legally just have casinos. Well, maybe South Dakota's one of them. But I'm sorry, but casino buffets, they're pretty great. The food is usually kind of crap, but it's usually pretty great. And when he says, also, ain't no way this dude's name is Understanding. It is, though. He's a hippie, and his name is Peace, Love, and Understanding. Why? I mean, at least his name isn't, I'm secretly a murderer. I mean, it goes with, like, his motif, his theme of how he's trying to portray himself. Oh, and also, when in case you didn't know, is here, check us out. The place, the temple where this murder took place is called Temple. I assume that the place where we're in right now is called Courtroom. And that we're staying at a place called Hotel. Because that's how this country works. Maya, I understand her so much more now, since this is apparently where her ancestors are from. These aren't even puns anymore. Again, they're just the thing spelled differently with extra vowels and apostrophes. So that's where we're at. I am enjoying this game. I'm sorry, but it is kind of BS, but I'm enjoying it. Do you have a theory, Defense? Do you know where Mr. Understanding was with it, huh?
Bro, did they just run out of puns and they were like, oh crap, we gotta think of some clips for this game. Oh, let's just spell some stuff where there we go, I'm off the clock ride.
Honestly, I think it's the latter. I think what it is that after they got away with having a victim in Edgeworth Investigations being named Dead Man, they realized, like, holy crap, we've been trying way too hard. We don't need to try. Just like write down the word that is what they are, and then yeah, like I said, just spell it differently, and then I get to go home early to my cat. That's totally what it is. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. I appreciate that, Wendy. I hope other than the storm that your weekend's been going well. Oh, because I haven't asked you. Other than that, how was your 4th of July? I hope it was nice that there were like explosions, but in a controlled environment, high up in the air. Did you guys see? Okay, you guys can Google this throughout. So my home state, Utah, right down in Provo, Utah, which is like half hour, 45 minutes or so south of Salt Lake, depending on traffic. There's Brigham Young University, and they had a Stadium of Fire fireworks show at whatever their football stadium is at Brigham Young University. And the fireworks like went crazy, and some of the rockets like hit the cheerleaders and the audience. You can find like video of this in case because it's viral here locally, but I don't know if people have seen in other states. There's like videos where all the cheerleaders are like out on the field in formation, and they're shooting off fireworks as these jets are flying overhead. And then one of the fireworks just goes shoo and like goes right down. And you see like an explosion where a cheerleader is standing. She's okay, I guess. And other videos of people there in the audience, you suddenly see a rocket like fly and swirling right to them and explosions in the stand. Like, Google this if you haven't seen it. It's crazy. Or I guess I can just show, I can post in the Discord video of it, but it's kind of nuts. Do you know where Mr.
TTS is that where people got injured because the fireworks went everywhere.
Yes. It's nuts too. I mean, I don't think anyone was seriously injured from what I understand, but like, it probably hurts to explode. I've never exploded personally myself, but yeah, it was nuts. It was very nuts. Thankfully, that's not where I was. I've only been to one of those type of big firework displays one time, and the main takeaway from that is, wow, there's a lot of debris on the ground afterward outside by where we parked. But thank you very much for the TTS. It's Crystal did the TTS. Thank you very much. All right, let's play a bit more, then I will read some more in the chat in a minute. Do you know where Mr. Understanding was, if not in his chamber? I assume it was the chamber. If he wasn't in his room, then he was doing the murder. If Albie had gone down the hallway towards the treasure room, there are only a few places he could have seen Albie from. I do have a theory, Your Majesty. Let's say the witness really did see Albie going towards the treasure room. What then? The defense proposes this is the only place he could have been to see Albie go down that hall. Okay, let's save, because depending on how we're describing this, there are a couple of different places we could click. We could click, right here in the hallway. We could click further down here, because he was totally by the breaker where he knocked out the power. Or it could want us to click in the storeroom, because that's where he ducked in to hide. I am going to assume that he was by the breaker down here, that's what we're trying to say. But we save scummed, because our hit points, which aren't even hit points ever, they are ghosts. Just like you have 2 wolves living inside you have 5 ghosts living inside you. And if they die, you're dead. There? But you just suggested earlier that that's where the true culprit might have been. True, but no matter how I look at it, this is the only place Understanding could have been. Mr. Foreign Lawyer! That's right, I'm slightly xenophobic. Don't tell me. Are you accusing Mr. Understanding of being the true culprit in this case? Well, I mean, he's sweating bullets. I mean, he's looking around nervously. Yes, accuse. J'accuse, mon frère. Yes, Your Majesty. I contend there's a strong possibility this witness is the murderer. Hubbub! Oh, that's convenient. Oh, can we still exterminate somebody? Kill him in the public square? That's a long hubbub. I'm already done riffing my hubbub. What? I gotta read some more in the chat. Gasp in Pain has a loud gasp. It's painful. Crystal said he was in Patrol. Real awesome. When he said, these might be some of the most atrocious puns in the whole series, bro. Like I said, they're not even puns. They're just words spelled differently. It's not even like Eldoon where it's noodle spelled backwards. It's just that with autocorrect taken off. When he said, they're so goofy, bro, I can't. Crystal says, Logan Cullen, Wendy, look at these names. The names. Well, I feel justified in that reaction. Eglin said, no reservation. The whole street was full of casinos, and that was the only place my brother, his dad, and I were able to go because I'm not 21, and it was only the food because I couldn't be in any other part of the building. Okay, so I guess maybe South Dakota is another, it's the Nevada of the Midwest? Something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think I've ever actually been there. But no, like I've mentioned before, when I was a kid, my family always used to stop off at Circus. And we'd get the buffet there and play carnival games, and I kind of love it. When he said 4th of July was good, went to my work 4th of July party, which was fun. Other than that, pretty chill weekend. Nice. I'm glad it was a good 4th of July. Again, I hope things exploded that were supposed to explode. All right, let's play some game here. How dare you be so disrespectful? How dare you disrespect the murderer? First, you criticize her benevolence, its insights. Now you accuse the head monk of murder. Oh, that's the other thing, Wendy, is that I forgot to mention. The whole reason why this kid is accused is because that they have this girl here, Rafa Padma Karain, who is her benevolence, as he said. So she has a superpower, kind of like Maya Fey and Pearl Fey have, except instead of channeling ghosts, she has this pool of water that shows the victim's last few moments from the victim's point of view. And so the victim saw this kid, and then the lights went out and he died. And so, but it's obvious that he saw the kid and the kid was like all scared. He got attacked from behind by this guy. In the opening cutscene, this guy is like, oh, it's perfect. I'll blame that kid. So that's what happened here. Objection! This is the only place the witness could have been. Huh! If he was there, he could have struck the victim down from behind and moved his body to the treasure room. That's nothing but groundless conjecture. So's everything you say, gasp in pain. And there's one more thing. Do you remember what was said in the opening argument? The opening argument? During that argument, it was suggested that Albie, quote, used his position as monk in training to get his hands on the treasure. That's right, and what of it? Well, why don't we try this twist on for size? The thief used his position as head monk of the temple to get a hold of the treasure. What? What? You're joshing me, man. The key to the treasure box has been passed down from head monk to head monk. What better position to be in if you want to steal the treasure? That's another thing, Wendy, I'm having to explain all this. So the treasure box that we have, I'm gonna look at the court record here, is this treasure box. And supposedly the monk wears the key around the neck, but we have this song that was sung at the beginning here with these lyrics saying, when the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. I think it doesn't have a key, it's a puzzle, because it has the one side that's the butterfly, and so you gotta move the lock, which has the Mitama symbol on it, on top of the butterfly, and that opens it up. So I'm assuming that's gonna be important here. You can't possibly be serious. Hang on, I gotta get a sip of water. I'm gonna read some chat. When he says, next weekend, I'm going to the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship qualifier? Oh, for work, exclamation point, not to compete, ... I wish, but nonetheless, I'm very excited. Okay, Wendy, for one thing, you need to keep us updated on this. I'm sorry that it's just for work, but please, 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 be prepared for foul body odor. I hope the World Championship has, like, basic hygiene rules. I remember, like, twice I've had to pick my brother up from a Magic the Gathering tournament, and I don't think I've ever smelled worse body odor. It's like being hit with a brick wall. He said those 7 a.m. call times are gonna be the death of me. 7 a.m.? I don't believe in the heart of the cards that much. I am sorry. Crystal says, the cheerleader is okay. The woman on the bench is based on the comments. Her head was bleeding. So the audience asked for help? Well, I mean, I hope she's okay then too. I haven't heard reports of any fatalities, but it sounds unpleasant. Let me read one more comment. We'll get back here. Eglin says, every time Phoenix gets something wrong, he loses a piece of his soul. Oh, that's what it is. It's not that he dies. It's that, because like if you die, you still have your soul. This is like, if he dies from this, he ceases to exist. It's not the afterlife for him to be summoned by Maya. It is oblivion. That is dark. Okay, you can't possibly be serious. Does this mean you're claiming that Mr. Understanding's oath of faith is nothing but a lie designed to get him close to the treasure? The witness hasn't been truthful in his testimony to this court. So clearly he isn't above lying. Okay, that is a fair point. Let's be honest, if we're accusing him of murder, I don't think it should be that offensive to accuse him then of lying. Didn't you swear to the Holy Mother that naught but the truth would you bring? In light of that, I don't think it's unfair to call your faith into question. Objection? This is ridiculous. Are there no limits to what this lawyer will say? I mean, lie, it's such a strong word. Maybe it was just a mistake. Hold it. Huh? Enough with the nervous wreck routine, prosecutor. Oh, such good smooches. You're just embarrassing yourself, man. What? What was that, Mr. Understanding? Lawyer man, you really are the lowest of the low. You've gone and said something I can't forgive. Oh, yeah. Look at the size of that guy's shoulders. I'm sorry, but they're so muscular. You called my belief into question, my faith in the Holy Mother, and nobody gets away with that. Is he gonna sing another song? I think he's gonna sing another song. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! An electric... Wow, he threw his pick at us? What on earth? That music! It's making my ears bleed! I'm of the older generation that doesn't believe in rock and or roll! Hubbub, look at all the things you can plug into on the back! Thank goodness the speakers are pointed away from us! This is the music of my soul. Wow. Wow. Something's about to happen here. Death to the lawyer! Oh, is that his Old Testament? Oh, there you go. I'm the Twilight Messenger. Can't you tell? Gonna take this lying lawyer straight to heck. Cause that's right, I censor words like that because I try to be a positive influence on my younger fans. He's dripping with lies, running with Philistines. I'm gonna send that lawyer to the guillotine. I thought he was gonna make me swish with Listerine. Yeah! And now for something completely different. It's a Monty Python reference. That plinkety-plunk music, was that censored? That plinkety-plunk music just wouldn't let me express my rage. He said penguin. Your rage, huh? Isn't the real source of your anger having your lie exposed? Phoenix is such a square. Well, why does his speech noises sound so distorted? You just don't get it. If I lied, it's because you drove me to it. Ha! I'll sniffing around and suspicious and throwing out false accusations. Sorry, but as a lawyer, I'm afraid that's my job. That's right. My job is to throw out false accusations. Yeah, well, lawyers are crap. See, I could have said something more severe than that, but as I said, I respect my younger fans. Keep making noise, and I'll have to use my partner here on you. I'm the one making noise? No, I'm the one making noise? Sorry, I said that wrong. Wrong intonation. Hey, so you want to know the truth, huh? Huh? Oh, think you can handle the truth, do ya? Fine. Let's see you try. Feel the heat of my brutal death beat. How? Savage, right? Sweating bullets, ain't ya? Yeah, how? The screams of my soul are gonna make a mosh pit out of this peanut gallery. Yay! We like music! We don't listen to the message, we just enjoy how it sounds. What are they, wait, are they stomping? It sounded like they were doing a We Will Rock You stomp for a second. Did he really just win the court over with that performance? Yo, geezer, I got something to testify. How? Get ready for the howling of my soul. I call this chart topper Soul Screaming Truth. Oh, we're gonna have full-on music for this one too, or is it just gonna be the normal courtroom? Just what do we call it? Testifying testimony music. Soul screaming truth. Oh, listen to this! Okay, he's a murderer, but this is pretty cool music. I gotta read some more in the chat. Hang on though, I need a sip of water. All that type of talking is hashing up my throat. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Eglin said, oh, I already read that. Wendy says, the culprits in Ace Attorney will be straight up shaking and ripping their hair out and the judge will be like, how could you think this is the culprit? I think it's because the breakdowns are always so exaggerated that it's like, yeah, this ain't nothing. Wait till you see what happens in a minute. And Wendy with a hydrate command. Even though I just took a sip, I'll do a full hydration. Thank you, Wendy. Can you guys hear this music okay? I can't remember if we checked the levels on this game properly. Hope you guys can hear the music. Eglin said, I hope in his... What?
This guitar isn't even plugged into the amp. crying face.
Oh, you're right, because his headband was the cord, and he plugged it into crap, he's got a word for it, because it's like some made-up instrument. It's like a da-rain or something like that. But we never saw him plug it into the amps. That's right. I'm starting to think this game where we summon ghosts in the courtroom might be slightly unrealistic. But thank you for the 10 bits, Wendy. Let's see, Eglin said, I hope in his breakdown he starts playing more and more wrong notes until the strings snap. Oh, I do like that. I probably don't have enough ear to notice the wrong notes, but I do hope the strings snap. Oh, they're totally going to. Either that or he'll like, you know how, some rock people, who are the ones that always smash their guitars? Maybe he'll do that and get it smashed over his head or something. When he says, a puzzle? Like the Millennium Puzzle? Yes. That's probably the real treasure inside is the ghost of a pharaoh to possess you while playing a children's card game. Says, oh, I've asked like 3 people how bad is the smell because I have to mentally prepare. I hope they have rules there. Says, Konami does luckily have body odor in their official tournament policy. I mean, it's sad they have to, but it's good that they have that. I'll read one more comment, we'll get back into it. Eglin says, I can't remember what card game it is. I think one of them has a rule where you can tell whoever is judging that your opponent smells too bad to concentrate and get them disqualified. I think that should be universal, frankly. You can come in there with like a Geiger counter for bad smells, and it's like a requirement to shower before the competition. I've seen they have those like signs also in certain conventions, like anime conventions where they say, hey, you have to, and a lot of the time it'll be like such a low bar to pass. Like you have to shower at least 3 times a week or something like that. But okay, let's hear this here. And it looks like he's singing it. The priestess's dance has come to an end. The music storeroom, to the music storeroom, I did wend. I don't think you can use the word wend if you're doing like death metal. Death truth is what you dread. Hear me shred. The meter is bad, but check out the look on his face. He's so confident. From a spot in front of the storeroom, I'll be creep to the treasure room. That's right, I run room with room. And trailing from behind, hound on the scent. I saw patrol after I'll be went. Me and my girl, innocent and sweet, back to the storeroom, can't be beat. Then out went the power, ticket to midnight, blacker than black is black, Robin Allside. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Kids, stay in school. Don't do drugs. Let that soul metal flow. What is that music? I have never heard anything like it. And I am intrigued. And it's so fast, it's making my head spin. This is... Damalan Metal. Yeah. Hey, yo, geezer. How those ears ringing? They're ringing good. Need some earplugs? We sell them out at the what do you call it? The merch stand? Buy my CD. I burned them all myself on an old Windows Vista platform. I don't know much about music, but I've got chills and the multiplying, and I'm losing control. I've never actually seen that movie. I'm sorry. That's one of my shames. It's Grease, right? That's from Grease. I've never actually seen Grease. Hey, you scared, lawyer man? Run away fast as you can! Oh, gasp in pain. What a wonderful rhythm! I gotta read a couple more in the chat. I'm sorry. I don't even know what is happening anymore in this game. I kind of love how just bonkers everything is here. But wow. Wow. When he was saying, who is this Clavier dupe? He's Clavier if Germany didn't exist, apparently. Which you'd think that, like, historically, that would be a good thing if Germany didn't exist. But apparently you wouldn't have... Are Toblerones from Germany, or are they from, like Switzerland or something? Crystal says, they're supposed to be read by TTS. If we have Gun Jesus in P3, we have Rock and Roll Jesus in Ace Attorney. Yeah, because I don't think he used a gun, so that's what we gotta say. When he said, also, an electric sitar is like crazy, and say, boo, get off the stage, boo. Are you booing me or him? Which one of us are you booing? What he said, you're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? And Eglin says, hear me out, /HJ. Eglin, we have accepted you for loving literal rope. You're allowed to love a long-haired rock god. I think that is acceptable. The perfect accompaniment for further deliberations. Now, Mr. Understanding, what did you go to the music storeroom for? Hey, I wanted to put my Damelan away. She's my precious partner. Yeah, gotta give her a good rest after playing the right. And also some sweet, sweet lovin'. That's right, because Clavier told us all about the sound hole. But then why did you lie before? Because you'd send me to heck! Or jail. And then, wait, crap. I should say heaven. I should say heaven because I'm claiming I didn't do a murder. I mean heaven! Murderers are the ones who go to heck. I am not one of those. Huh? We all know about lawyers and their lying, lawyerly ways. Oh, am I right, people? If I admitted I went to the storeroom, he'd have drummed up a false charge on me. I didn't want to get sent to heck. What do you say? He's right. That's all what happened. Now I see why the Defense Culpability Act was passed. You feel me, Corain? Yeah, you said it. We feel you. Figuratively and maybe literally later if you let us in with our backstage passes. Is it too much to ask for a low-key trial? Now you punks ready to rock or what? Yeah! I mean, I know he's a murderer, but he knows how to work a crowd. I mean, you gotta give him props for that. I can't hear you. I said, you ready to teach this lying lawyer how we do things around here? Yeah! All right, then I'm gonna lay it on you one more time. The screaming truth of my soul! We gotta save before we do this. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is delighting me. Not quite as much as our client literally being a killer whale in the last game, but this is fun. Hang on, we gotta save so we can scum our saves when we invariably mess up on this. Wow. What is chat's opinion on this guy so far? I know Eglin is hear me outing on this guy. So screaming truth. Oh crap, now we're just back to regular cross-examination music. I'll read some more in the chat though. When he was saying bro rhymed room with room, see, that's what I'm saying. Oh, Garfield saying what's up, how you doing, Garfield? Wow, you got here while stuff is happening. When he said, this isn't very peace and love, but is it understanding with many apostrophes? Oh, I guess just one apostrophe. Eglin said, kids pop up metal. Okay, I need to ask you guys this, because I don't keep up with the music scene very much. But I remember it was like a few weeks ago, I saw a whole bunch of people online were going crazy about this song. They're like, oh man, this is our summer jam. And it was by a bunch of like, either Irish or Scottish, like kids, like their version of Kids Bop. And it was like, something to do, yeah, we like it, something, and it's do, blah, 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 blah. I can't remember the words, but it was just like, it was a certifiable bop, but it was just by a bunch of like Irish elementary school kids. It's like, yeah, it's like, can't tell us what to do, yeah, we like it, it's a Anyway, I'm curious if anybody knows what the heck I'm talking about, because that was an awful impression of that song. Let me see here what he was saying. Phoenix pulling out a Grease reference is hilarious. I would love to think, because this game takes place in the near future, right? Or have we caught up to the year that this takes place? I can't remember. But I would like to think that Phoenix thinks that is like cutting edge hip with the younger generation. Although I do have a funny little story. I think I've told this on stream before, but a buddy of mine at the theater I perform with. So he's a little bit older than me. He's married. He's got some kids, and he was showing his kids Grease one time, and his youngest daughter, like during Grease at one point, was just going like, like that. And he's like, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? And she looks up and goes, that boy, he's just so cute. Like she couldn't handle it. I think it was John Travolta. I assumed that she was like gushing over, but it was like, ah. Apparently the power of Greece is still alive. Garfield's in question. Have you played Banjo-Kazooie before? I have not. I do know he's the one that's in Smash, right? He's the bear with the bird in his backpack, right? I'm pretty sure. That's Banjo and that's Kazooie, I think, but I've not played it. I hear they're really good platformers, like 3D platformer games, right? When he said, Payne the type of dude to go, jolly good show at a Metallica concert. Also, I don't know much about sitars, but I'm like 60% sure they sound completely different from electric guitars. Well, that's more certain than I am. I don't know. Eglin said, you're never gonna let that go, huh? It was the voice, not the fact that it was a noose. I just want you to know that I am accepting of your love for him. Because here's the thing. If I will accept someone's love of a literal rope, then it's like, all right, this is a very good, tolerant person, right? Okay. Oh, and hey, look at that. Quick Katie is here. Saying I'm here. Oh, dang it. I missed the rock and roll reveal. It was something. I mean, he's still rocking out. Says, anyway, howdy. Was kind of dealing with a number 2 for a bit. Well, I hope everything's going okay now. Queen Katie, welcome. And even if you missed the reveal, you get to enjoy the rock now. All right, so let's see. I'm not gonna try and like say these things too much with the gravelly voice, because wow, it's hurting my throat. So what is this? The priestess's dance had come to an end. The music storeroom, my way I did wend. Okay, so I think that's all technically true. We're gonna press though, just to see if we get any more info. You say you went to the music storeroom, but how do we know you didn't go to the murder storeroom? The treasure room to steal the treasure instead. Oh, and on what grounds would you base that accusation? Who got anything to show for it? He's right, I don't really have any proof, and yet, well, you can't prove you didn't go to the treasure room either. Why is everyone in the courtroom looking at me? Oh, they're dotting. You stole the treasure and were ready to make your getaway when you saw Mr. Roll. So you panicked and ran into the music storeroom, isn't that right? Yeah. Why do I feel like I'm being stabbed by icy stares from every direction? This silence is your answer, lawyer man. This audience knows the score. Just what we needed, a moment of silence to bid this lawyer's baseless claims goodbye. Yeah! I love how all the NPCs in the background are holding up their arms. Why do they have to hate lawyers so much in this country? I said it before and I'll say it again, lawyer man. After the priestess's dance, I went to the music storeroom. Death truth is what you dread. Hear me shred. Hold it. I see nothing being literally shredded, for everything you hold is still in one piece, my good man. So what exactly do you mean by death truth? Is the blade of truth that's gonna send your lawyer's soul to heck? Ha! A sea of blood will be the last thing you ever see. I'm not sure I want to get what he's saying. I don't expect a bobblehead like you to understand. Either you get it and you feel it, or you don't. Simple as that. I need to keep getting water. I think my throat is bleeding from doing this guy's lines. I'll read some more. Wendy says, yeah, nah, because I would so go to jury duty if it was like this. I got called on jury duty one time. I did not get selected as the juror, but I had to show up there and they did jury selection and everything like that. It happens sometimes. Quick Katie with a highlighted message saying, by the way, fun fact, in 2 more years from today, IRL, it'll be the day that Clavier's guitar burst into flames. Okay, so we haven't caught up to the slightly near future of this then. Thank you, Queen Katie. Oh, and Beowulf says hello, Lonely Man. Hey, Beowulf, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's stuff that's happening. I just need to not question it. When he says, oh yeah, that Irish gem. Oh, so you've heard of this. So I'm not the only one. Okay, good. Good. Eglin says, think you can stop. Oh, these are the lyrics. Think you can stop what we do? I doubt it. We got the energy. I'll tell you all about it. I searched for my spark, then I found it. Now everybody in the club stop bouncing. I can't do like all the rhythm because I have not like spent a lot of time listening to it, but I did notice it showing up a number of times and people were just talking about, them Irish kids do bop. So, okay, so I'm glad I'm not the only one that's heard of this. Thank you, Wendy and Eglin, for letting me know that I'm not crazy. From my spot in the front of the storeroom, I saw Albie creep to the treasure room. Please let the hold it just be that you rhymed room with room. How did Albie appear at the time? Murderous. Come to think of it, he was glancing around all shifty-like. You could tell he was up to no good. Shady, I tell ya. What's that saying about people who live in glass houses? They should never pee, because you'll see their things. That's right, things. If you live in a glass house, you get another one. You got plural things. Well, he was about to steal the treasure, so it only stands to reason he'd look furtive. Objection! Objection! I don't know what furtive means. The defendant admitted he was sneaking in to see the treasure box. Wouldn't that be why he was looking around? What's that, people? Only the Holy Mother knows the truth, you say? Oh, wrong. Peace Lovin' knows the score, baby. From my lips to our Holy Mother's ear, an artist only sings what he saw there. Was that supposed to rhyme? Was that a near rhyme? In other words, my reasoning isn't good enough for God Boy here. What did you see next, Mr. Understanding? I should probably pay more attention to the content of what he's saying to figure out if we have any evidence to present. Let's see, Queen Kitty said Apollo Justice is like 2025 to 2026, I think. So we're close. Okay. So yeah, it's just still the near future. What he said, and so that means all this stuff is still very realistically possible. When he says Phoenix is the type of dude to be like 20 years late with memes, like bro's going, oh my gosh, derp. Am I right, guys? He's like, oh, hey, all your base belong to us, right? The cake is a lie. Yeah. Young people. Crystal says, excuse me, a rope at Eglin? Oh, Crystal, were you not there for the Hat in Time streams? Where Eglin met the sentient noose with an apparently sexy voice? I guess, I don't know. I'm not someone who finds voices particularly sexy myself. I guess voices can be cute, but I'm never like, oh my gosh, that voice. And trailing from behind, hound on the scent, I saw patrol after Albie went. Something tells me this is going to be a spectacular waste of time, but what did you mean by hound on the scent? Huh? You don't get it? It's always the same, y'all. Lyrics questioned without mercy. That's a quote? What's... The more famous the song, the greater the controversy. It wasn't your lyrical sense I was questioning. I say hound on the scent like a hunting dog, because, you know, was a guard, and guards like hunt criminals. Like a hunting dog would hunt, I don't know, like a duck or a fox or something. I don't know. Uh-oh, here we go. The inspiration came to me suddenly like a flash and... Hold it! That's okay, you don't have to explain your lyrics anymore. Hey, you're the one who asked. I knew I shouldn't have asked. Hey, Gavel Slam, Mr. Understanding, you're still on the stand. So please stick to your testimony. You can explain your lyrics to me later in Damelon class. Oh, that's right, Wendy, I forgot. Judge and his wife attend this guy's music classes, which you would think would mean he would need to recuse himself because he has a pre-existing relationship with the witness who is now being officially accused. But we never let a thing like law get in the way of the law. Fine, have it your way, geezer. The show must go on, slash and thrash. Me and my girl, innocent and sweet, back to the storeroom, can't be beat. Oh, crap, I meant to press that. I wanna go back, I gotta press that. Press that. All right, press it. What exactly were you doing in the music storeroom? This, I guess? Honestly, though, I can see why he would be a popular teacher. He is quite good. There, get the picture. Picture? What picture? I only heard music. No. Mr. Understanding is requesting that you not ask him the same thing over and over. Hey, geezer, you got in one. Take a bow, baby. How the heck did he understand that? What was I doing in the music storeroom, you ask? I already told you. I was taking care of my partner in crime. I mean, my partner in doing not crimes. Getting ready to put her away. But see, would you believe it? Then out went the power, take it to midnight. Blacker than black is black, robbing all sides. Where were you when the power outage occurred? Like I said, I was in the music storeroom. My girl had been sounding a little off, so I had to get her back in tune. Ha! Isn't it true that you can tune a fish, but you can't tune a piano? I mean, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. I've never been fishing, and I'm bad at the piano. Like, that was a real plot point in Apollo Justice. Isn't it true that you were actually in the hallway at the time? The hallway, you say? Why would I be in the hallway? You were waiting for Mr. Roll to come back from his patrol of the treasure room. Now that he discovered that the treasure had been stolen, you were gonna kill him? Nuh-uh. Lawyer man, just as always, so full of bull. Spewing noxious lies and pulling the wool. Filthy liar through and through, and I ain't never ever gonna forgive you. Utter lies with no evidence. As always, his claims are just tenuous. Wait, were these supposed to rhyme? I'm just speaking to the rhythm. Hey, nice, prosecutor. I mean, really, do try to make it rhyme next time. It sounds half-baked otherwise. I'm picking up on what you're throwing down, though. Someone stop their jam session, please. You've made your assertions clear, defense, but your argument is rather unsubstantiated. Oh, that's not good. What's so funny? Peace-loving understanding. Nevertheless, the possibility is still there. You can't deny the witness could have killed the victim under cover of darkness. You're forgetting one very important thing. Huh? It seems you've forgotten that the outage happened by chance, not design. The breaker box was right there. How do we know it was by accident? He could have just, turned off the power. Oh, that's right! In fact, can we go there and can we check to see if his fingerprints were... Except he'll probably say he was the one who turned it back on or something. Oh, that's right. I did forget about that. It's not like the witness planned the outage so he could take advantage of the darkness. Dude, gasp in pain. Look, the breaker is there. It's highlighted on the map. It's never highlighted unless it's important, bro. And without darkness, it would have been hard to sneak up behind Mr. Roll and kill him. Oh, yes, you're right. Even I would notice someone coming up behind me. Well, defense, what do you have to say about that? What can I say about that? Mr. Wright, your claim is completely without merit, unless you want to argue that the witness somehow magically made the outage happen, magically flipped some sort of switch to turn off the electricity, but who's ever heard of such a thing before? Well, maybe not magically, but maybe... Wait, that's it! Ha! I contend the witness could have made the power outage happen with no magic necessary. What? You have a theory, defense? How do lights turn off? All he had to do was make use of something shown in this diagram. This is so stupid. I was delighted earlier, but this is so dumb now. Let me read some more in the chat, though. Eglin says to Crystal, the noose in A Hat in Time, just a random interactable thing in Subcon Forest that has a deep voice and is 100% flirting. Straight up, quote, you have a pretty neck. I'd love to be around a neck like yours. Crystal says, and kill you. See, that's why I don't think it was real flirting. Then again, who could say what a consenting adult and a consenting rope do in their spare time? It's just their business. Garfield said, yep, that's the Barry the Bird you're thinking of. Cool. So I've never played it, but I'm familiar because of Smash Brothers with the existence of the characters. Eglin says, yeah. Smiley face. Garfield said, and I have an idea for a big stream for the start of winter. Oh, what's that? Crystal said, I was there. I think I skip or forget some parts of it. It's all good. I'm there for the whole stream. And I forget things, as you guys have seen. Quickity said, picture what picture? Says the former art student. He was an art student, not a photography student. Or music student or something like that. He's very limited in the types of art he knows. Quickity said, man, Clavier would have loved this guy. I guess that explains why this dude's a killer. And Bumbo says, here. Anything I missed? Yes, Bumbo. Our hippy-dippy guy, literally named Peace, Love, and Understanding, became a death metal rocker, which is just delightful. So how are you doing, Bumbo? How was your 4th of July? Did I already ask people that last stream? I guess we already had a stream that was technically after the 4th of July, but this is like our first Ace Attorney stream post-Independence Day. But how you doing, Bumbo? Good to see you. All right, all you had to do is make use of something shown on this diagram. What did the witness use to make the power outage happen? Well, what could he use? What could he use? The performance hall? Could he use Understanding's bedchamber? Could he use the treasure room, the storeroom? I don't know. Could he use the 2nd floor? Could he use the 1st floor? Who knows what he possibly could have used? The witness was in the storeroom. The circuit box is on the storeroom end of the hallway. There's nothing really magical about turning off the breaker, wouldn't you say? Gnurk! Nice try, but that theory doesn't hold water, lawyer man. And why not? Has my water broke? Am I having a baby? It'll be a truth baby that results in your conviction, baby. You're saying I turned the breaker off and then snuck up on Mr. Roll and hit him? Who in pitch black darkness? With no source of light whatsoever? Is that what you're saying? No, because I think Albie said that the treasure box glows in the dark, right? Right, it's there we go, glows in the dark. With the lights off, that hallway is blacker than 100 midnights. Choo! You can't see the hand in front of your face. How could anybody commit murder like that? Oh yeah, well 100 midnights would have 100 moons. Okay, and about three of those moons, possibly 4, would be full moons. That's a lot of light. Unless it was somebody standing right in front of the victim like the accused. I hate when he's right, but I can't just let his point stand. Well, maybe the victim was holding something that served as a guide. A guide through the darkness? Oh, something? Oh, that's more than a little vague, wouldn't you agree? You're gonna have to move this room with a half-baked hunch like that, bro. You gotta hit him hard, really make him feel it, you hear me? Just like my verse, baby, wow! Well, I'm afraid I don't understand the witness's lyrics very well either. But in a trial, your arguments have to be clear and precise. Let's see some of that clarity and precision now, defense. Oh, what do? Can you present to us something that could have served as a guide through the darkness? Yes, but I'm gonna save just in case the game's gonna be a beehole to me again. Yes, it's gonna be the glow-in-the-dark treasure lantern thing. I can! Huh! Yes, I can! Because there has to be something. All right, let's see what you have, defense. What could the victim have been holding that served as a guide through the darkness? Here's the treasure box.
Take that!
I believe the victim was holding the treasure box. I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Oh, I'm actually already getting kind of close to catching up. Eglin said, Jesus is a metal singer now. We do have this odd theme going through the games that we have played. I mean, and both have done murders, oddly enough. So that is the thing. Bubbo says to Eglin, yikes. Quick Katie says, Pain, read a map. You know, Pain is, why does Pain got to believe in facts and evidence? Dude's got a bright gold suit. All right, I believe the victim was holding the treasure box. Hey! Hey! Huh? Have you gone mad? Well, the box glows in the dark, so you could use it as a sort of beacon. Well, I guess you're right. But why in the world would the victim be holding the treasure box? Well, because your guess is as good as mine. What is this lawyer talking about? Nonsense and lies yet again. Just give him the death penalty already. I paid good money for this ticket. I want to see death. Is there no way to win them over? Just kill somebody, bro. They seem to like it. How do we know the victim was holding it? Maybe the culprit was holding it. Although I guess then maybe Patch Roll might have seen light coming from behind him. Your defense. Are we gonna be needing those tongue shears after all? No, your majesty. Yeah, man, do it. Then we can jam out to this lawyer's shrieks of pain. Better get those screams of agony out now, lawyer man. While you still have a tongue to scream with. I guess I better come up with a reason. No pressure or anything. As to why the victim was holding the treasure box, it can easily be explained as thus. Brain, don't fail me now. What reason could the victim possibly have had to be holding that treasure box? The victim was holding the treasure box because he was a security guard, a devout believer, the thief. Well, I mean, he was a security guard, but I don't know what that'll do for this. A devout believer, again, if it was a devout believer, he would leave it in there. So we're gonna say he was also trying to steal it? Let's save, because the game's gonna be mean to me, I think. It's gonna be mean to me. Yeah. Okay, the thief. Here we go. It's an idea I just happened to stumble upon because there were only 3 options presented to me in rectangular boxes in my brain. But I think it just might be the answer. And it would turn this whole trial upside down. Hello, defense? You still with us? You look like you're inner monologuing, but we're all waiting. There's no time dilation. However long you're taking to think is still passing for us. Let's hear this easy explanation you promised. So were they both trying to steal it? Were they in on it together? And then he betrayed him and killed him? Isn't it possible that it was because the victim himself was the thief? So does that mean Understand and wasn't trying to steal it? No, because he was definitely a bad guy. But maybe he's just an actual devout believer, and because then you'd just be able to say he was stealing it. And I it's like if you see a burglar, it's like self-defense of private property. The victim, the thief, hubbub, 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 the hubbub. What kind of bull are you spewing now? Your Majesty, this guy's off his rocker. If the victim was the thief, everything we've learned so far would all make sense. And it would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. Smug face, music playing. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Boba said, yeah, last time we were congratulating for lack of hand-holding. Now this. Garfield said 100% playthrough of the Banjo-Kazooie trilogy on Xenia? Oh, an Xbox 360 emulator or on real hardware. Would like to point out that once again, officially speaking, this channel does not endorse using of ROMs and emulation and stuff like that. Just putting that out there, making sure that I'm crossing all my T's and dotting my I's and lowercase j's and umlauts. But I can't tell other people what they're gonna do. Boba said, I was thinking, run your hand against the wall, and then we can find it. But I guess what they're saying is that if it's dark, how do you make sure you don't bump into him? You know, especially if you're gonna clobber him over the head with something. But it looked like that the treasure box was what was used as the weapon. Wasn't it? Hang on, let's look at our court record. Yeah, because there's blood on the treasure box. Unless, like, but there's also blood on his hand. I don't think we ever figured out why that's the case. So that doesn't quite add up. Unless he was hit with something else and it's going down, it's like, oh, my hand. Oh, oops, I almost dropped the treasure box, then grabbed it. And so the blood wasn't from the wound? There's something here. Something is here. And Quick Kitty said, also, got a new name fact now that we're here. Soon. Oh, okay. Is it, wait, soon. I was gonna say, was it about peace, love, and understanding being a metal? No, because we've been doing that. Oh, is it about Patrol being a thief? Hang on, let's play a little bit more. And it would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. Oh, that's right, because he'd pulled a gun on Albie. So it wasn't because he suspected Albie of doing anything bad, it was because he had been caught. After the morning dance of devotion, Mr. Roll went to the treasure room. He grabbed the box that contained the treasure and started to make off with it. But then he ran into Albie on the Great Stairs. That's why Mr. Roll pulled his gun on Albie. Is that also why he had his, like, scarf was up as a mask? I mean, I feel like if you're still fully in your guard uniform, that's not, everybody knew it was him. So not a great mask, not a great disguise. Then when the blackout occurred, the screen went red. Red from blood and pink eye. That's right, he had very poor hygiene. Mr. Roll was bludgeoned to death in the darkness. This explains why the victim would be holding the glowing treasure box in the dark. And how it would have been possible for someone other than the accused to kill him. Do you have any idea what you're saying? You're unbelievable, lawyer man. I think you lost it. I feel like this is such a missed opportunity for peace, love, and understanding, because he could have, like, his explanation could have simply been Patrol was stealing it. He was the one stealing it. And Albie, oh, my junior monk, he's such a great hero that he stopped the thief. Then, because then it's not going to be like, oh my gosh, we got to find the real killer. It could be like, oh, kid, you're great. Because whenever someone's like found as a hero, few people are going to go, we got to find the real hero here. Why didn't he just do that? It's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Roll trying to roll the temple. Wait a minute, his name is Roll. And in this universe, your pun name is what you do. Oh. That devout believer, that pious Koranist, huh? No, I won't allow you to disparage the victim's departed soul with unfounded allegations. I hope you're prepared to back up your claim. Of course, Your Majesty. By the way, we're over an hour into the stream, and I thought we'd have finished this case by now. I thought we were so close to the end. Also, hang on, I really need, because it's hot in here, I need to replenish my blood sugar. I'm gonna have a little chocolate, because as Extemporaneous pointed out, today is National Chocolate Day. Oh. Chocolate is good stuff. That's the commercial for chocolate. I'm gonna read some chat in a second. Eglin said, do ... Do you need a tongue to scream? Let's find out. I'm gonna hold my tongue down. Ah! Eglund, I think we just determined, using science, you do not need a tongue to scream. But you do need lungs and maybe a mouth. Otherwise, it'll be muffled. Bubba says, something isn't adding up here. Yeah, if he had it, why there's blood on the treasure box, why there's blood on his hand, was something else used as the weapon. So yeah, well, this whole thing is raising more questions than I thought that were here. On Quick Kitty, here's the trivia. It says Patrol's Japanese surname, Waruhito, could be a play on Warubito, which means bad person in reference to his theft. Yeah, because Hito is that's a person. And Waru, I believe that would be a shortening of, I believe it's Warui is like the adjective bad. And so yeah, Waruhito, Waruhito, whatever. I guess Warubito, sometimes they change the H to a B or whatever, I guess. I don't know. So, okay, so I like that. So, but then his name is literally Bad Person. Wow. Wendy is still here? Apparently it's not that much better in Japan, where the guy's last name was literally Bad Person. Oh, really? In that case, can we assume you have proof? Uh-oh. Proof, huh? Do I have any proof? But I can't back down now. Ha! Yeah, yes! I have proof in my dreams. Huh, what?
Did you know that if you put Logan Robo into Scrabble Word Finder, the best words you can get are bargain and baloney? Bargain is an alternate for bargain. So is this the universe telling us that Logan is brag and baloney?
I love bargoon. I've never heard of bargoon before. But baloney, because it has Logan and then B. Oh, so it leaves out the R-O. Oh, so it doesn't have to use all the letters. Ah, that's too bad. Oh, because it's Scrabble Word Finder, so you just pick from the letters. I thought it was going to be one of the things where it rearranged, use all the letters. It's still impressive. And Rukov, thank you for the 15 bits. That's like 5 bits more than necessary. Thank you, Rukov. How you doing, bro? How's it going? And thank you very much. So yes, I'm bargain baloney. That is now a new description for me. Bargain baloney. Which, by the way, speaking of bargains, never get bargain meat. I've been to dollar stores before that have sold meat. Never trust meat from a dollar store. Just saying. Yes, I have proof in my dreams. The proof that Mr. Roll was the thief. Let's save before we do this because I don't know what the proof is gonna be. Save. Oh, and then we'll also explain how that he was able to open the treasure box without the key. It's because of the lyrics to the song. The proof that Mr. Roll was the thief may have been left behind on a certain piece of evidence. Very well. Let's see your evidence and be ready to stand behind it. Footprints, fingerprints, I'll take anything at this point. I need proof, something that would have been involved with the theft. And that might still have some trace evidence left on it. I'm guessing it's gonna be the treasure box, right? What proof do you have that the victim might have been the thief? Okay. So the question is, if we're gonna say it's the treasure box, do we present the treasure box as evidence or do we present the photo of the treasure box? I'm guessing, because we already presented this a minute ago. Let me just save yet again, now that we're on this literal screen for this. Because it's gonna be the treasure box, right? Let's review everything else just in case. It's obviously not my attorney's badge. It's not the song of the ceremony lyrics. This will be used later for how you could open the treasure box. Roll's autopsy report. Cause of death, cerebral contusion from a head injury. Could be the crime photo, again, pointing it at that. Or it could be the treasure box. We're going to say the treasure box. Could be the notice from the day of the incident. The defendant's fingerprints were found on it. Although I think we established this did belong to Albie and he dropped it. Not that. The Magatama key. What?
Okay, Rukov goes to bed. Good night, Bargain Bologna.
Bargain Baloney. Bargain Baloney is Beef Longa's cousin. I think I want to headcanon that. But good night, Rukov. Thank you so much for being here. Even if it was brief, it was sweet. And have a good sleep. If you can't sleep, feel free to come back and hang out. I appreciate ya. And thank you for the Beef Longa TTS. Okay, so I mean the key would be helpful if there were, because then we could say, oh, there's finger. You know what? That's probably what it's gonna be. It's probably gonna say, oh, his fingerprints were on the key. And then we're gonna realize that he had to open it up without the key or something like that. Or maybe we'll come back to that later. Let's try the. We just presented this barely as evidence. Let's try it. We did just save.
Take that!
defense would like to examine the treasure box. There might be trace evidence on it that would show that the victim had held it. It might? Oh, you better hope you turn up something more definitive than that, defense. Yes, sir, your majesty. Magistry. Oh, very well, bailiff. Bring the treasure box. Okay, so it looks like the lock is currently not on the butterfly side. There you are, defense. You're free to examine it. If I don't find something now, my entire argument up to this point will be blown. Plus, there's still that little matter of the old tongue shears. And you get executed, bro. I have to find something. I just have to. Well, I hope we got like fingerprint powder or something. Now, to make sure I remember how to do this, I can rotate the evidence with arrow keys. That's right, I have arrow keys. I can also use bowel and movement to zoom in and out to get a better look. And if I ever get too turned around, I can always use reset. To return things to this initial state. I'd better search every inch of this box. Oh, if only Edgeworth were here, he could check its nooks and crannies carefully and examine everything of interest in detail with space. Okay, so we can look inside the box. We can look under it. We can see there's a butterfly. We can look at the blood, probably. There's so much stuff we can look at. Let's look inside the box. So, this is where the Founder's Orb was, huh? I doubt there's any trace of the orb left here now. Although, I don't really know anything about the orb, so who knows? All right, can we look inside the lid? Underside of the lid? The lid of the box was forced open. But while the victim was holding the box, the lid must have been closed. I'll try closing the lid too. Oh no, I locked it! Oh no! Oh no! Hey! Why? You son of a... You locked it! So? You got the key, right? What's the big deal? I thought you can open it with that key you're wearing. Yeah, I can! No sweat! This coming out my face, this is not sweat. There's no sweat. This is face urine. Then why is there a bucket load dripping off of you over there? I think I'd like to open this box back up again. Could you lend me your Magatama key? Sure. Okay, let's see. Where's the keyhole? Well, it's the Magatama key. So wouldn't it go in the hole above the Magatama mark? Ka-chunk. Oh man, it doesn't fit. You know, this has never happened before. I'm just gonna kind of take a rest and try again later. I'm sorry. Okay, let me read some more in the chat. Okay, let's see. Quick Kitty said, okay, but imagine being Albie, a 9-year-old who admired Ro. Oh, that's right, because they were like friends. Suddenly being threatened by him, that being the last time you saw him, and then finding out the truth behind that action. I mean, on the one hand, it might make you feel nice. I mean, it's not gonna feel nice, but like, it'll be a relief that it wasn't just that he hated you and was trying to murder you for no reason, that there was a reason, but still, it's not gonna be super comforting. And then, like, yeah, his body was there and he accused of his murder. Bubba says to Queen Kitty, oof. Crystal says, laughing. Bubba said, didn't Pot say to Albie, did you steal it? Oh, that's right! In the vision that we saw from Rafa, or whatever her name was. Or was it in the vision, or was it just what Albie said? But yeah, he said, did you steal it? Oh, so probably what happened is that he went in there to open up to get the orb, and the thing was empty, and the orb was gone. And so he wasn't talking about the treasure box. He was talking about the orb. So that's what he went to steal. He went in there. He figured out the puzzle we talked about before with putting the lock over the butterfly. He opened it up, saw it was empty, and went running out, and he sees it. He's like, did you steal it? That makes sense, right? I think. Hey, King John, how you doing? Says, we're on to my favorite game. Nice, and welcome to the Kingdom of Khura'in. It's somehow even more dystopian than Japanifornia. And there was Rukov headed to bed. King John said, where for some reason the cord is messed up. Well, I mean, it's messed up back home too, but it's just even more so here. Said, hey, Logan, seems like, oh, that was attempted TDS. All right, it's just for the VIPs that we have, that it's free. My apologies. Says, oh, never mind. I'm sorry, but I still got to what you said eventually. And Bumbo says, oops. Okay, let's play a little bit more here. Let me get a sip of water though first. Huh? It won't open. would you look at that? The thief must have busted the lock when they forced the box open. Really? Because I am not so sure about that. Treasure box updated in the court record. The murder weapon, not even the Magatama key, can open it. Glows in the dark. Wait, did they changed the picture of it too? Because look, it's no longer the picture of the photograph. It's this now. Oh, we can then go to the black and white photos. All right. In any case, I'd better take another good look. I have to find proof that the victim was holding this box. Okay, so the thing that'll advance the story is probably gonna be the butterfly. So let's look at the blood stain first. Oh, there's a handprint. Okay, that's what's gonna prove it because there was blood on his hand. Crap, I clicked something too soon. I want to look at the butterfly. I didn't notice it was in the shape of a hand. This blood stain, it shows the outline of a hand. Could this be what I've been looking for? Ha! Your Majesty, take a look at this. There's a blood stain here that outlines the shape of a hand. Those are really hard to draw. We know this treasure box wasn't made by AI. Really? Let me see that. Oh my, you're right. Now I'm getting somewhere. I believe the bloodstain is an outline of the victim's hand as he was holding the box. Right! Even as he was being struck, he held on tight to the precious treasure box. Okay, so now we know that wasn't the murder weapon then. After all, he'd gone through a lot of trouble to steal it. The blood from his head wound splattered across his hand and onto the box. Objection! Your Majesty, don't let yourself be taken in. It's just more of his lawyerly deceit. Oh, what's happened to the music? Music's getting jittery. I'm gonna save in case we need to close out of the game and relaunch it. It did this before way back in the day with Dual Destinies. Let's give the game just a quick second to catch its breath. Let's see, Bubble says to King John, oops, King John said, well, probably really behind. And something you mind helping? No, I'm actually not very far behind. This weekend has been a bit sleepier. I think because people are like, I don't know. It's like when I went to church this morning, it was like half the number of people there as usual because a lot of people were out of town for 4th of July weekend trips and things like that. And Bubba says, not really. King John says, okay. Quick Kitty says, Albie said that Pot accused him. Yeah, so that's what it is, but it's not of stealing the treasure box. It's of stealing the orb inside the treasure box. Okay, what do you mean? The music seems to have calmed down, so we get back. Mr. Wright, where's your proof that the outline is that of the victim's hand? What? I should have seen this coming. Yeah, don't be dumb. It's very conspicuous in this photograph. It's even the correct hand. And wait, is it? That's the left hand. Let's take a look at this. Wait, where's I want to look at the handprint. Close the. I assume that's the left hand. I should have seen this coming. Shine. Either show proof or prepare to meet the shears. Or you could save us all some time and bite your tongue out now and submit it instead. Ooh, that I did not see coming. Well, defense, how about it? Do you have proof that the outline is of the victim's hand? Where would the proof of something like that even be? Please submit your evidence at this time. What evidence shows that the outline on the treasure box is that of the victim's hand? Let's go ahead and first of all save before we do this. Just in case the game's gonna be a b-hole. Oh crap, there's a bot in the chat! Bot in the chat! Bot in the chat! I gotta kill this bot. I always feel bad because I'm pretty sure these are like actual legit accounts that have just been like taken over by like phishing scams. So there we go, there's the bot. And ban! Bot has been banned. Oh man, is Vero, that reminds me, we haven't seen Vero tonight. Since Rukov's asleep, we no longer have a mod. Is Vero still out of town on that trip to go see family? I miss Vero. All right, what evidence shows that the outline, present. I've got it. This is the evidence that's going to save my beloved tongue. Well, it's not that I beloved. It's not beloved by me. It's beloved by Miles Edgeworth. Mr. Payne, despite your claims about my forked tongue, it just so happens I have the proof you require. You do? It's right here in this crime photo. It is? Where? Defense, please point it out. I can't figure out where to look. What proves that the bloodstain outline of the box is that of the victim's hand, you ask? Proof of the blood on his hand is literally the blood on his hand. What is wrong with all of you? Take that! Mr. Payne, take a good look at the victim's hand. See this? That's blood. What? But that's supposed to be inside your body. If we place Mr. Roll's hand inside the bloody outline, you think the blood on his hand would complete the splatter? Exactly. Here goes nothing. Give me his corpse. Bring his body to the courtroom. And if they do form one complete splatter, it'll prove my theory correct. Then, the victim really was holding the box? I mean, I guess he better hope that they didn't A, like cremate him, or B, like remove his glove. Because when you store corpses in a morgue, don't they like usually take off their clothes and like put a tag on their toe or something? It seems like the corpses usually have, like, don't have their clothes or just have like a blanket draped over them or something. I'm willing to bet my life on it. The defense reasserts that the victim was the thief who stole the treasure box! Music playing. Oh, Jackson on says, we're all doomed when AI becomes able to draw hands. Well, it's getting closer. It's getting like much closer. I have seen some AI where the hands are like somewhat passable. I mean, it still messes up on some things. I know that like pupils and irises and eyes, it struggles with. I saw a really difficult thing because they have all this AI that can make videos now. Somebody posted an attempt to show a gymnastics competition, and it really can't handle gymnasts like spinning around on what do you call it, like the pommel horse or the balancing beam or whatever. But how you doing, Jackson on? Bumba said, music can't believe it either. I know, and it's all jittery again.
Exclamation
mark. Okay, TTS girl could chime in at any time, or she might just give up on life. If this doesn't get better, I will close out and reopen the game. Did we save? I think we'll go ahead and save. Oh, there we go. Now that I threatened the game, the music gets better. Oh, no. Okay, if it stutters any more after this, then I will reset the game. Let's see, Quick Kitties.
Well, if the victim was stealing the box, based on their logic, shouldn't all be the innocent since he punished a criminal? Let the boy go.
See, that's what I was saying before, and that should have been Understandin's claim. It shouldn't have been like, oh, he murdered him. It should have been like, oh, he was the thief. The only downside to that is that the orb is apparently missing from the box. But in court, you could just say like, oh, apparently the orb had already been stolen, and he stole the box. He ran up to Albie, said, did you steal it? He was talking about the orb. He couldn't find it. And then Understandin would be cleared of his murder. Because again, we would say to the kids, like, oh, you did this great thing. You stopped this thief. You're good. You're a hero. You saved the sacred relic for our nation's state religion. And then, like I said before, if you're accused of being murder, you'll say we got to find the real murderer. If you're accused of being a hero, you don't usually say we got to find the real hero. It would have been so much more perfect. Let's see. Crystal says, Unlurk just saved 20 hours in. Nice. Well, Omori's supposed to be a 20-hour game. It was much longer for me. But so you did Orange Oasis, but that's like an optional area. Like, where are you in the story? I know last time you beat Sweetheart, right? Quick Kitty said, now I'm gonna grab the guide just in case. Then bot! Crystal says bot! And then Bubba with a bot hammer. And then Crystal says, get bonked, says the tongue so loved by Edgy Boy. Indeed. Okay, let's keep going here. The defense reasserts that the victim was the thief who stole the treasure box. You can't be serious! Papa, why does his hair go up like that? Is it cartilage? Oh, wait, is the hair attached to his hat? I protest! There's no way they would ever match up. I assert that it's patently impossible for... Oh! Talk about tongue karma. Sounds like he just bit his. What's the matter, Mr. Payne? Did your forked tongue get tangled up in there? Or were you trying to submit your own tongue to the court? Why you? I bit my tongue. I can't speak properly now. Hub. Can't wait to hear the line reads from Winston Payne. I'm Gaspin Payne now. It's Gaspin, not Winston. We, the gallery, don't know who Winston is. No, I can hardly believe it. Apparently, not everything out of the defense's mouth is a bluff. Of course not, Your Majesty. This tongue doesn't lie. This tongue's a lover, not a liar. And I'd like to continue to use my tongue in the future, too, if you wouldn't mind. He never has to know it really was a bluff. No, not Mr. Roll. I can't believe it. So has he just been still standing at the stand with a dog on his head the whole time? I'm sorry, Albie. I know it's upsetting news. He must have needed the money badly, probably to support his family. After all, he even gave up his dream of becoming a monk to help them. Oh, so that thing Mr. Roll would say to me? You know, he had this saying. He would always say to me, it's like, Albie, never steal the treasure unless your family needs money. Then if you see someone whose family needs money stealing the treasure, just get out of the way. Albie, you trade hard and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, a thief. I really should have mentioned the last two words, a thief, earlier in the flashback, but he would say that. Yeah. He was probably warning you not to end up a thief. Sniffle, Mr. Roll. Objection! Is his tongue still bit? Now, just wait 1 minute. If the victim was a thief, then he was holding the treasure box. Then that means Mr. Roll was holding the murder weapon when he was killed. Oh, that's a very good point. It doesn't make much sense, does it? What he said, I mean, I did not understand a word. Thankfully, he had a text box in front of him, so I was able to read it. Objection! If the victim was holding the treasure box, it couldn't have been the murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else. It's gonna be his demoliner or whatever, right? Are we gonna like check the back of it with luminol solution, see if there's a blood stain? I need a sip of water and to read some chat. Let's see, Crystal says, they are so dumb. Says he has bloodied hand. Why can't they know that? Garfield has redeemed a poll, said which translation of Ace Attorney Investigations 2 do you think makes more sense? Fan translation or official translation? Prosecutor's Path or Prosecutor's Gambit? I assume you mean like of the title? I still haven't played Investigations 2. I'm gonna play it when the collection comes out. You have redeemed a poll, so I won't be able to take part in this one. But I'll say, so Garfield asks, which makes more sense? Edgy invest, so is it fan? Or edgy invest official? And we will allow for extra voting. And, you know, we're gonna bring it down like one OB. So go ahead, cast your votes now. Crystal says, oh, that was read by TTS. Bumble says, yeah, the same hand on a bloody and blood on the back. I feel this should be obvious. Jackson says, I'm doing great. Went to the mall today. You get anything good for the mall? Or are you like window shopping? What you doing there? Crystal says, exactly. Jackson says, I love taking walks in malls when it was really hot or cold. Oh, nice. So I assume it's an indoor mall then. I'm not a fan of outdoor malls, especially where I live in seasonal temperature. We got a couple of outdoor ones. It's a bad idea where there's seasonal temperature. Crystal says, I'm inside Humphrey now. Oh, you're talking about Omori. I'm inside Humphrey now. I said, wait, that sounds wrong. It did sound wrong. For a split second, I had to realize what you were talking about. Jackson says to Crystal, good luck. That part can get a little boring. It was very long. I hated the snot bubble enemies. Those were frustrating. Oh, Jackson, by the way, did you see, I know that as you saw, I posted on the Discord, did you get a chance to watch the Omori video? I can't remember if you said if you watched it or not. I hope you liked the Omori video that I posted if you did. Crystal says, in Omori, I'm in the part of the story where we went inside of Humphrey to follow Sweetheart. Crystal with a sweaty emote, Queen Katie with a little smug emote. Okay, let's play a little bit more and then I'll be back to the chat because I'm getting dangerously close to catching up to chat. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else. The real murder weapon was something else? That's right, my tongue is better now. The blood was thought to have gotten on the box when the box was used as a weapon. But it turns out that wasn't the case. The blood splattered onto the treasure box the victim was holding. When he was struck with a real weapon, that's what really happened. Isn't that right, Mr. Understanding? No. Are you insinuating I'm the one who used this real weapon? Well, I wasn't, but now that you mention it, I ought to. Are you saying I'm wrong in my understanding? Wait, you're wrong and you're me? No, in my understanding. Yeah, that's my name. Sounds like you're trying, understand. Holy crap, my name sounds like Understanding. Huh. You think at some point somebody would have pointed that out before? No, this is the first time anyone has ever noticed that. Wow. You got me riled up, lawyer man. I feel a song coming on. Is it gonna be another testimony or just, okay. Looking for a weapon that just don't exist. Pathetic lawyer man dropping into the abyss. Oh, here we go. The poll is done. And the fan translation has won with 98% of the vote, Garfield contributing 130 channel points. Again, I've never played the fan version. I believe that Queen Katie and it was a Vero, some people have promised to give, to let me know what the fan name puns were going to be in in Investigations 2 when we play it. The differences between that and the real game, right? Tell me you guys have promised me that, right? Oh, look at this! Despicable lawyer man, yo, you make me sick! You can disappear just like a magic trick! Yeah! Worthless lawyer man, done in by a weapon for you miserable wretch, Hector Beacon. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're gonna take a 10-minute intermission right now. I'm gonna head back to the green room and eat from my bowl of nothing but green Skittles. Yeah! Yeah! Even if he's a murderer, he's delightful. I know I don't need to remind you, defense, that your life is on the line. I know, Your Majesty. Yet you're prepared to risk it on this mere idea of a real murder weapon? Death to the lawyer! Maybe their legal system is really different than ours, because I'm pretty sure in the United States, attempting to incite a mob to commit murder is illegal. Just saying. This is it, the moment of truth. I can't back down, not now. Yes, Your Majesty, I am. I'm confident the real murder weapon does indeed exist. And wait for it to shine. There's the shine. That's a bold claim, Mr. Wright. Now let's see you back it up. All right, backing it up. Show us which piece of evidence points to this real murder weapon. Gladly. If I knew which one it was. What would somebody like understand and use to bludgeon somebody? If only there was some large object that he frequently held and used all the time, always at arm's length, which he has admitted to taking with him into the music storeroom. Now then, defense, please submit your evidence to the court. Yeah, let's see it, lawyer man. Let's see this thing that shows the real murder weapon you say I use. Oh, wait, crap. It's from our evidence, from our court record. Okay, never mind. Crap. Okay, let me read a couple comments in the chat while I think about this for a second, because I don't know what I'm going to do. Let's see. Bubba said, except that one time in 3-3. Okay, which case was 3-3? That was the Godot game. Which case? Crap, which case was that? I'm drawing a blank. And Crystal says, shush to Queen Katie. Oh, Jay Hutch VA is here with a hydrate command. Hang on. I'm going to do a shout out for you, Jay, and then I'll hydrate while the shout out goes on. I hope you're still here. I'm not that far behind in chat, so hope you're still here. Here, I'm going to do a shout out for Jay, and then I'll have a sip of water to hydrate. Thank you very much, Jay.
Okay. It's a J and a ying? You're right. And I should lick the ying. Oh, right on the nose.
Are you licking your friend? Oh, is that your girlfriend, maybe?
How did you like...
Either way, there was some consensual licking happening in that clip. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a viewer discretion advised warning before that. Crystal says, don't forget to scream for the guide salute. I might need it for this. I'm going to take a look. Crystal says, hey, Jay. Jackson said, yeah, I watched Amori is cool. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that you watched. Thank you for watching it. Crystal says, I think someone liked the fan translations too much. Oh, Bucky! Says, my man's brought a whole sound system to court. All I need are my snacks, you little Doritos, and then you're all set. I'd like to imagine, even though it says that you're Bucky the Red Deer, because you always use that little grabby thing, I like to imagine that's you. Just that you with maybe some red antlers. That's how you look in my head. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And Bumbo says, yeah, and Garvian said, what can I say? I grew up with a fan translation. Okay, hang on just a second here. I gotta breathe. Been talking nonstop for over an hour and a half. Occasionally, I need to breathe. Okay, so we gotta figure out what weapon was used. My attorney's badge? That could be a weapon. Okay, so it's obviously not gonna be the lyrics. Rolls Autopsy report just says it was from a head injury, so we don't know what. Anything else in the picture? I mean, there's the cart, but like you wouldn't be able to use that. He was holding the gun, so it wouldn't be that. The scroll, I think, I'll be dropped. And we've established it's not the treasure box. So it's not the treasure box. Do we see anything else in these other photos next to or with the treasure box? No. Again, the scroll, no. That's just a diagram of the location. The Magatama key, it's just a little key. I don't think so. Is there something here? Oh, there we go. That's how he pointed. Oh, look. That looks different than his other weapon. The other one was round, wasn't it? This is like a V-shaped. Is there a word for that type of guitar? I think it's different. So that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be this guitar, and that's why he has a different one. He probably El Caponged it. He smashed it. So this is gonna be the evidence right here.
Take that!
Here we go. What I'm about to present is really nothing more than a possibility. But this thin thread is all I've got. Allow me to direct the court's attention to this photo of the morning dance of devotion. But yeah, we're gonna point out that it's different. He's been treating his guitar like his beloved, but it's a different guitar. Or Dalmalin, or whatever we're calling it. That photo? How is that going to help you, Mr. Wright? There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me. See, it's different. That's round. That's shaped like a seed or something. Yeah, and what's this something, huh? This thing here is odd, to say the least. Right here. Your guitar is different, bro. Check it out.
Take that!
Huh? Mr. Understanding. Why is the instrument you're holding different from the one you were playing in the photo? Whoa, would you look at that? Oh, they're completely different shapes. One is shaped like that. One is shaped like that. Those are different shapes. I believe you said your Damalon was your one and only. Well, Mr. Understanding, Are you cheating on your guitar? What do you have to say to that? I got nothing to say. Then allow me to answer for you. They're different because the one in the photo is no longer in playable condition. Hey, look at that! Because we got a picture of it, we know it happened. Not after you used it to bludgeon Mr. Roll to death. Okay, I guess not every picture. There was that one case with the Themis Legal Academy where it kept seeing different people as the culprit. See, he's nervous. My old partner wasn't doing so hot, so I brought his sister along. That's all. We're swingers. I just keep it in the family. Oh, crap, that's really gross. I should have said that out loud. Just, Not a big deal, lawyer man. In that case, please submit your old Damalan to this court as evidence. Too bad. You're too late. I got rid of her yesterday. You what? Burned her with the rest of the trash. Ashes to ashes, baby. Ha ha. No! He's already destroyed the evidence. And I see more trash right here in this court that needs to burn in the fires of heck. He is obsessed with that heck, isn't he? Lawyer trash. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat. Bumbo says, so 4-3. Yep, we will. Crystal says, hey-o, Bucky, grab your snacks. Ooh, that's KFC? Someone's got KFC emotes? Queen Katie said, yep, me and Puzzle are gonna have a blast. Crystal says, understandable. Crystal's laughing. And you know, Queen Katie, thank you and Vero, like, in advance for being willing to do that. I really appreciate it. I miss Vero, though. Hope Vero will be back maybe next week from that trip. But I hope Vero's having fun on the trip. That's the most important thing. Eglin said, would have been hilarious if there was a massive blood stain on the Damalan and you could only see in that sprite specifically. That would have been great. And Bucky, that's me having a Dorito. Thank you, Bucky. Garfield said there's also an HD version of the fan translation in form of a patch. Well, here's the thing. For my birthday last week, my birthday was on Wednesday, and for those who were here on the stream, Vero gifted me a pre-order for the Edgeworth Investigations. So as soon as it comes out, I will have it, like instantly, and I'm so excited. Vero is a very nice person. Crystal said, dead to right. No, Crystal, don't agree with the murderer. Murderers are generally bad people. Bubble says to Eglin, that'd be so funny. I agree. Eglin said, like he plays it behind his back and there's just a massive blotch of red. I love it. I love it. All right, let's keep going. And now there's no proof to show. Oh, come on. That was pathetic. Your agony can sound better than that. Maybe there'll be like some splinters in his head. Oh, this is a new one. What is he doing? Is he rubbing the strings up and down against the amp like a violin bow? Where's that great scream of yours? This can't be how it ends. Capital Slam, it is. Sends you to death. Goodbye. Pew, you're dead. Game over. Credits. Apollo Justice is now the new protagonist again. I think I've heard enough. It seems the defense is unable to produce the evidence it needs to prove its assertion. But, Your Majesty, that's only because the witness destroyed it. Evidence is everything in court. Don't tell me you've forgotten this most fundamental principle of our profession. Hey, Gallery, he just said our profession. A prosecutor's a type of a lawyer, kill him too. Without sufficient proof, your claim that Mr. Understanding is the murderer is no more than conjecture. Arg! There's the pained expression I've been looking for. By the way, there seems to be one more thing you're forgetting. What, that I'm gonna get executed? What is it now? Or the tongue shears? You accused Mr. Understanding of being the thief. But the real thief turned out to be the victim. Uh-oh. And with that, Mr. Understanding's purported motive for murder goes out the window. Ah! Oh, great point, prosecutor. You tell him. If I had been there, I would have just collared Roll and gotten the treasure back. Yeah. There wasn't any reason for me to kill him now. Crap, did you guys see that? The light in my room just flickered. Hope there's not a power surge about to go out in here. There wasn't any reason for me to kill him now, was there? Oh, there's no good counter argument to that. It sounds to me like Mr. Understanding has been completely wrongfully accused. Unfortunate as it may be, I think it's time to hand down the verdict in this case. Not good! Not good! Defense, I trust you understand what you yourself will receive for taking on this case. Death! 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 Oh, what do I do? If I die, Edgeworth will kill me. The murder weapon has been destroyed, and now I've got no motive. Poor Albie will be convicted, and I'll lose my life too. Mr. Wright, you've wasted this court's time and disparaged everything we hold sacred. We should charge you with lese majesty, in addition to the crime of abetting the accused. All right, let's say majesty or whatever. That's the thing where speaking ill of royalty. We figured that out last time, right? Yeah. Oh, you should pay for desecrating my good name. Bye-bye, lawyer man. Time for you to do some repenting in the Twilight Realm. Blue eyes, white dragon attack! Oh, we're gonna see a psyche lock? Oh, darn it. This guy is guilty as sin. I just know it, because I saw the opening cutscene where he did a murder. He must have had some reason to kill Mr. Roll, but what? Come on, people, let me hear you scream and shout! It's that the orb was already gone. Oh, you know what it is? It's that Understand and stole the orb, and who knows when? He stole it maybe ages ago. And Patrol discovered that the orb was gone. Yeah, that's the ticket. And that's why he couldn't just like say that Albie was a hero, because it would have drawn attention to the fact the orb was gone. Let me read some more in the chat. Crystal says HD, that's success. Okay, is that showing up on camera? My light is flickering like crazy. If like the power suddenly goes out and I disappear, I apologize in advance. That's very bad. I hope it's not gonna be, if a light bulb burns out, I hope neighborhood teenagers haven't stolen my ladder again. Yeah, Crystal was saying that's success right there. Eglin does follow age 2 years, 2 months, and 22 days. Oh, it's all twos. That's neat. Bo says to Eglin, his defense is, quote, I got that spot specifically painted red a while ago. Yeah, because it looks cool. And Bucky with some more fun little emotes. Bucky, I hope you're enjoying like using those emotes. I'm very proud of them, even though I didn't draw them. It was our artist, Mary. Garfield said, in fact, I could Twitch whisper you the YouTube link to its launch trailer. Quick Kitty said, I'll wait for a few minutes for Logan Faith. If not, then I'll share the answer. I figured it out. Eventually. Boba said, I am waiting till the first. I hope that's not bugging anybody else. Please tell me if you can see the light flickering like that. I hope it's not my imagination. I hope I'm not having like a brain aneurysm or something like that. No, I think those happen like quickly, right? Garfield, oh, I already read that. Bubba said, I'm waiting till the first day that the Kigurumi is re-available. Summer is a rough time for Kigurumis, Bumbo. Bucky says, I should make a me version of the little Gib guy. You should. Garfield said, but the installation tutorial got taken down by a copyright claim by Capcom. Quick Kitty said, Logan, just so you know, I facepalmed so hard last stream when you saw the picture, it was like, Pot's scarf is different and didn't see the guitar. I was so salty. Well, they were drawing my attention to Pot Troll. You know what he should have been? He should have been a puppy. And Pot Troll shouldn't have been a reference to it being a patrolman that he's on the Paw Patrol. But thank you very much, Queen Katie Eglin said that's so real. Honestly, I forgot it was a different instrument. Oh boy, hang on, let me have a sip of water, then we'll get back into this. Oh my goodness. All right, time to take this lawyer trash out. By the way, we're almost at 2 hours and we still have no end in sight. I thought we would finish this up quickly. Yay! Exterminate! Annihilate! Exterminate! Annihilate! I'm starting to think they don't like me. The thing to do at a time like this is to turn my thinking around. I shouldn't be trying to figure out what Ondestandin's motive was. I should be thinking about what kind of situation would give him a motive. It's that he already stole the orb. Did you steal it? He said, see? We know that Mr. Roll was the thief and that he had gotten his hands on the box. So then, why? Yeah, why was the orb not there? Why in the world did he ask Albie that question? What about the treasure box would have prompted him to... What's gotten into you? I'm an old man. Don't scream like that suddenly. Now I get it. Now it all makes sense. Like, Palunka Man, what you trying to say? Muttering and squealing to yourself. Sounds like you knocked something loose upstairs. And there's the sprite where it should have been just a massive blood stain. Huh. Your Majesty! Please hold off your rolling for just a little while longer. Don't tell me you're gonna start begging for your life now? No, Your Majesty. That's not it. It's just that I realized something important. We've been operating under a serious misconception this whole time. A misconception, you say? That's right. A mistaken notion about the treasure box. But could this really be true? If so, there's still a lot to figure out, and we have an hour. Very well, let's hear what you have to say. Thank you, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, this is just more of his nonsense. He's just stalling for time. This is your last chance, Defense. The second I find it really is nothing but nonsense, no amount of begging will stay my hand. Understand? Yes, Your Majesty. I hope that means that if we get it wrong, it's like instant death, game over. We all know this is just going to be another one of your stupid bluffs. Now then, Defense, what is this misconception you... Can you guys see the light is flickering like crazy? Can you guys see that? Okay, I'm looking at the screen. You can kind of faintly see it in the background. I'm gonna test something. Usually when this happens, hang on. I'm gonna try to turn the light maybe off and back on. If it burns out, I'll have to turn on like a lamp or something. Hang on. I gotta test this because this flickering is gonna drive me nuts. One second. Good news, it didn't burn out, yay. I don't know what that was all about, but I'm back now. All right. Let me have a sip of water. I'll read some comments in the chat. We'll get back in the game. All right, where did I leave off? Let's see. Crystal says, yes, please, to Garfield. Bubba says, come on. Is that not crazy suspicious? Garfield said, you have to block whispers from strangers enabled, by the way. Bubba said, if they're like, oh, well, you have no evidence, then I'll be the next defendant. Crystal said, oof, wait a sec. Bubba says, my gosh, where is the next victim? Queen Katie said, you know, there's a lot of love in this game by the fact that they just went so hard on this one killer's animation. I know, for the tutorial case. It's kind of amazing, though. I'm really digging him. Crystal says, should be okay now, Garfield. Queen Katie said, one more cross-examine left in the case, by the way. We're so close. Okay, so then that's great. So we can do this. We can totally finish this case within the next hour. And Queen Katie said, 150-57. Oh, look at that. I'm less than 10 minutes behind. I'm doing so well. Boba said, I am upset. This exact scenario has played out too many times now. I know. You would think that one time Phoenix would be able to like notice things right off the bat and just get the case and nope. Never normal. Let me read 2 more comments now. Queen Katie says, Edgeworth asking a spirit medium to channel Phoenix. Right. You get over here. How dare you? Crystal says, how far is Logan in the trial? Oh. Okay, well, I'll check the answer in a minute. Let's get back to this, okay? Now then, defense, what is this misconception you mentioned? The thing we didn't realize about the treasure box is that it wouldn't open. It was gone. It was empty! Oh, hang on. Crap, I gotta save. I gotta make sure to scum our saves. Judd said he'd insta-kill me if I get this wrong. It's empty! Just like Omori. What if the treasure box was already empty from the start? What? Wait! What? Oh, I'm so shocked by this possibility. Please recall that when Mr. Roll ran into Albie on the Great Stairs, he asked the boy a question. Did you steal it? He said, calmly. Also recall that Mr. Roll was holding the treasure box at the time, so why then did he ask Albie the question that he did? That is a bit peculiar, isn't it? Not at all, Your Majesty. Not once you realize that by the time Mr. Roll got to the treasure room, the treasure box was already empty. I beg your pardon? Mr. Roll suspected that Albie had gotten to it first, which is why he confronted Albie when he ran into the boy onto the stairs. But how would the victim have known the treasure box was empty? He did two things. He opened it, and he looked inside it. He didn't have any way of opening it. Objection! Once a year, the victim had the duty of carrying the treasure box to the palace. He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He even got to carry the box to the palace for the New Year's rite. That gives him the opportunity and familiarity with it. Ha! He would have been able to tell by the weight when he lifted it that the box was empty. Or opening it. Oh, I guess the fact that his blood stain was still the shape of a hand when it was closed means he wasn't the one that opened. Still, it's weird. I need a sip of water and another piece of chocolate. I feel like I'm getting lightheaded because it's so hot in this room. Let's see, Quick Kitty was saluting, saying just in case. Crystal says just in case 2. Bumbo with a follow age 1 year, 5 months, 9 days. Garfield says salute just in case 3. Quick Kitty says 9 things left to do. Oh crap. We're not getting through this. Hang on, a piece of chocolate. Then I will get back, I promise. I know it's gross watching somebody eat, but it'll be just for a second. Be just for a moment, I promise. I go. There we go. Thank you for indulging me. And Bubba says over a year, almost 1.5. Didn't feel that long. I know, I always say this, but it feels like I've known all of you forever and just met you all recently, simultaneously. It's so crazy. Crystal says, noted. Queen Katie said, one of which Logan was already smart about, so we might be done soon. Oh, I'm guessing that, oh, you know what that probably is? That's probably about figuring out that the song lyrics are how you open the treasure box. Eglin said, Logan, the power's gonna go out and you'll get clobbered in the back of the head with an electric guitar. Watch out, no! But I'm not stealing a treasure box. No, Eglin, no! Crystal said, the stream isn't lagging, but yes, we can see the light flickers. That was nuts. It seems better now. And Crystal doing quote number 79, it's not stalking you. She's just dating you without your knowledge yet. I forgot about that. Persona 3 Reload, April 13th, 2024. All right, let's play. He would have been able to tell by the weight when he lifted it that the box was empty. I see. Yes, I suppose he would have been able to tell, wouldn't he? Mr. Roll most likely decided to at least steal the empty box. It's an important historical artifact in and of itself, after all. But what's your point, Mr. White? What does any of this have to do with Mr. Understanding? My point is this. It gave Mr. Understanding a motive to murder the victim. A motive? Huh. Mr. Understanding keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, isn't it? So, if anyone had found out that the treasure was missing... Oh, wait, so we saying that he didn't steal the treasure? That he's just covering his butt for negligence and duty? you would have been accused of incompetence. I don't know about you guys. Okay, chat, real talk. I would rather be thought of as incompetent than be a murderer. I think that is fairly reasonable. From the moment Mr. Roll discovered that the treasure was gone, his fate was sealed, because you decided then that he had to be silenced forever. But that's absurd! Hum, 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 hum. His hair standing up again. Why does it give me weird feelings? Ah. Does my laughing make me seem confident? Can you believe the stuff that comes out of this guy's mouth? This is all just a colossal joke. So then, what really happened to the treasure? It had been stolen long before this incident occurred. So sometime after New Year's, but before now. What time of year was this again? I want to say it was like October, but I'm probably wrong. By Mr. Peace, Love, and Understanding himself! Oh, that's right, because that's the only way that he would know that it was gone, right? Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to accuse Mr. Understanding? Your Majesty, please don't listen to these trumped-up charges. The defense is grasping. Objection! The treasure box can only be opened with the key Mr. Understanding holds. Who else could have stolen the treasure? Objection! As I said, the accused stole the treasure by forcing open the box. Your Majesty, I call for a swift ruling. Oh, I'm not ready to give my verdict yet. What? The defense has successfully presented a new possibility in this case. Yes, finally, a tiny shred of hope. And Mr. Understanding, would you care to make any statements in response to the defense's claims? Okay, so this has got to be the last cross-examination. But Quick Katie said 9 things. There's probably a ton more to present. I'm starting to think we're not going to finish this case tonight, though. Quick Katie said, I can see the end in sight. Quick Katie said, with a keyboard slam saying my captions don't say that. It said, you're a dumb B-word. How? I didn't say the B-word. When did it say that? Boba said, my badge. It determines I'm a lawyer. Quick Katie said, I see it. Wow. Garfield said, face cam's crazy. Oh, Bucky says Logan is haunted. So yeah, you guys could see the flashing lights. Quick Katie said, Mr. Roll is haunting us. Boba said, a flickering light drives me crazy too. It was like, it was very, very much more noticeable, I think, to me. Krista with quote number 72. I don't drink rubbing alcohol. Don't kick puppies and run with your toes. Oh, don't drink rubbing alcohol. Don't kick puppies and run with your toes raised. Persona 3 Reload, April 3rd, 2024. Wow, oh crap, I'm almost caught up to chat. Okay, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I mean, we are past the 2-hour mark, so I guess it's not unreasonable to catch up to chat. Would you care to make any statements in response to the defense's claims? This is all bull. My noggin's a rage cage and is ready to explode, baby. Instructor, Understanding, please calm yourself. I'm not gonna take it. No, I ain't gonna take it. I dutifully watched over the treasure with pride. And now I'm getting accused of stealing it. This lawyer is a lying scumbag. Eep. You better believe I got something to say. Open up your ear holes, sheeple. Let's rock. Death to the lying lawyer. Is that gonna be the title of the song we're gonna do? Or is that gonna be the title of his cross-examination here? His testimony? Witness testimony. Lying lawyer. Steal the founders or me, I did it. That has a question mark at the end, it's not a confession. This lawyer's insults, no limit. All this time I guarded the orb faithfully, yeah. Na-na-na-na-na, sacred duty to the Holy Mother, easy to see. Hands unclean, the accused did the deed. Force the box open, no key did he need. Lying lawyer, condemn him to heck. kick him, throw him into a prison sack. I had to make it rhyme. Sorry, everybody. All right, we've now heard from both sides. Either the treasure box was forced open by the accused, as the witness claims, or Mr. Understanding opened it, as the defense claims. Defense! This is your last chance to cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Majesty. If you are unable to prove your assertions by the end of this cross-examination, then the DC Act will come into play, and both you and the accused will lose your lives. I understand. Life or death. It all comes down to this. Mr. Wright! Will they kill my dog too? Oh, he just licked my forehead. I mean, that's adorable, but kind of gross because I'm so... Okay, I got a lot of sweat up there. Little puppy. I know it's salty, but please don't lick my... Oh, little dog, stop. Don't worry, Aldi. I'm here to defend you. I promise. It'll be all right, Albi. Thank you. I believe in you, Mr. Wright. I know you can win this for us. And after we win, we can go see Miss Maya together. Oh, huffing steam out of my nose because apparently, I don't know, I must think she's like hot or something. It's a deal. I can't let Albi down. I have to win this trial. Somehow, I have to prove that only Understanding could have stolen the treasure. Do your worst, lawyer trash. This is your requiem. The last song you'll ever hear is here on this mortal coil. Yay. Last cross-examination. Let me read some more comments to the chat, though. I'm probably going to catch up to the chat, which is fine. We're past the 2-hour mark. Lying lawyer. Quick Kitty says, quote number 135. That's okay. We've already talked to you. You just don't remember it because I'm the master of the time stream. Persona 3 Reload, June 26th, 2024. Crystal with a highlighted message saying, let's drink highlighters instead. Slurp, slurp. Here, hang on, Crystal. I think I've got a highlighter here. Hang on. Oh, Crystal, you're in luck. Crystal, you're in luck. I've got 2 highlighters here you can choose from. Regular or diet. Wow, look at what that does to the exposure on the camera. Like, these are so bright. It makes me so, like, dark in the background. Then it brightens up, and then I get really dark back here. And then it brightens up. Wow, all right, the cameras, that's how they work. Quick Kitty said, this case is in April 2028. So again, just the near future. Crystal says, Logan, no, Crystal, these are for you. I am not gonna drink the highlighter because I make bad choices. No, make good choices. But you know, it's tempting. Look at that. Look at that there. I could so easily just not even drink it, but just kind of like chew on it. Yeah. Oh. Crystal, why are you a bad influence on me? Why do you do this kind of stuff to me? All right, so did we save? I can't remember if I saved or not. I'm supposed to save. I don't think I did, but let's save before we do this cross-examination. There we go. Steal the Founder's Orb? Me? I did it? This lying lawyer's insults. No limit. Hold it. But the argument that the orb was already gone before the murder fits all the facts. Huh. There's no use even talking to you. Where's your proof that I stole the orb? Huh, lawyer trash? He's right. I don't have any proof yet, but I'll find some. All this time I guarded the orb faithfully. Sacred duty to the Holy Mother, easy to see. Your sacred duty, huh? Duty. The problem with that is that I don't think you really are a true believer. Why, you? How dare you question my faith? It's downright insulting! No. I'm not trying to insult you. I'm trying to accuse you of murder and get you executed. But I can't suspend logic either. You wormed your way to the temple with your intent of stealing the treasure, didn't you? I've had all the insults I can take out of you, lawyer trash. But you're the only one who can open the treasure box. You just keep on arguing the same old lie. I sing the truth, hear my battle cry. This is so dumb that Robin. Because I think it's the fact that his mouth is open. While he's hands unclean, the accused did the deed. Force the box open, no key did it need. This is probably where we're going to present evidence to show the other way to get in there, right? The defendant didn't force the box open. That's a lie. In fact, you're the one who opened it. Isn't that right? Huh. Yeah, come on, you just saw for yourself, didn't ya? The lock was busted on account of the box being forced open. Oh. Yeah, so that's what we gotta do. We gotta show that you can still open the box properly, right? Well, there's your proof right there. Oh, yeah, rubbing this thing on. Yeah, wow. Arg! Score 1 for the metalhead. Look, if the accused really did try to force his way into the box, then how do you explain why the lock was busted and wouldn't open up for you earlier? Huh, how do I explain why the box wouldn't unlock earlier? Maybe there's a different key. It's a different way to open it. Let's save. Save, save, save. Save, save, save in case we lose hit points for saying this. A different way to open it. Huh. There's a different way to open the box. Huh? What you talk about? There's a secret trick to opening it to protect its contents from being stolen. And you're the only one who knows how it works, isn't that right? Are you for real? You've been watching too many movies, lawyer man. Whoa, so you're one of those tourists. Honestly, Mr. Wright, did you come expecting magic and mystery around every corner? I'll have you no defense. The Kingdom of Khura'in is not some sort of fantasy funland. You literally performed magic in here earlier. You have a magic pool of water and a dancing girl that shows what dead people saw. Ugh! It's true I don't have any real grounds to make that assertion, and yet... Oh yeah, I feel another song coming on. A little number about a crazy lawyer with wild, fantastic ideas. The real method to open the lock, you say? Delusional man, there ain't no other way! Ah, a new verse. Please do add it to your testimony, Mr. Otterstedt. Okay, so we got new things. That's gonna be where we're gonna present the lyrics for that song. Oh boy, let me read a couple more comments in the chat though. Let's see. Crystal was laughing, saying, Logan, no! Cool Kitty says, boop. Crystal says, laughing. Eglin said, just give it a nice little lick. Wait. Eglin, is that what Eglin is saying? I should take the highlighter? Or maybe I should take the big highlighter. Is this Eglin what you're saying I gotta give a little lick to? Is that what you're saying, Eglin? Why are you being a bad influence on me too? Chris says, I like the regular. Says Logan laughing. Oh, there's Phoenix Heroes. Hey, surprise! Hey, Phoenix, as you can see, I'm not super behind in chat. All of our mods are gone though, so I need to be the one to give you a shout out. So I'm gonna give you a shout out. I'm gonna have a little sip of water while you watch a clip from Phoenix Heroes' wonderful streams.
Look at me, lady. I want to show everybody your boobs. See? She's pretty. Pretty hot and tender.
Okay, that wasn't what I was expecting to hear. Hey, look at me, lady. I want to show everybody your boobs. You know what? Everybody has their own way of playing games. And if the devs went to all the trouble to give her boobs, you're just helping the people to appreciate their fine work. But how you doing, Phoenix? How'd the rest of your stream go? Crystal says to Phoenix, hey, yo. Crystal with some emotes saying, hey, Crystal, Quick Kitty says 5 more things. Okay, we can do this. We got less than 45 minutes till the end of the 3-hour mark. And by the way, because we're past the 2-hour mark, if people want to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions for later on. And Bubba says, getting EP crap. I need to wake Bumble up. But Phoenix, how are you? Thank you for being here. How did the rest of your stream go? Phoenix was streaming earlier. How'd the rest of it go? Bumble, I'll wake you up. I'll stop lulling you to sleep with my voice. Wait, this is now the second thing? Wow, okay, so went to the second place. The real method to open the lock, you say. Delusional man, there ain't no other way. Delusional, am I? We'll see about that. Wild ideas, that's called delusion. Mixed up lawyer drowning in confusion. Indeed, the defense's sinful wrongdoing has made him lose touch with reality. Let's hear it, what'll it be for the sinner's flight of fancy? Nothing, because I'm not the delusional one. You see, I am not delusional. I am rubber, and you are glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you unless you have become dried, in which case you are also of a rubbery consistency, and it bounces off of you as well, mayhaps back into me, to bounce back and forth until it eventually runs out of momentum and stops somewhere in between us. Take that. Ha! I just know there's gotta be some secret trick to opening the treasure box. Oh, really? And where exactly is this secret hidden? The secret is obviously hidden in the box. It's in the box. It's the butterfly on the box. I'm gonna save just in case. I mean, we know the secret from the lyrics. Let's go ahead. We're gonna say it's in the box. The treasure box! Yeah? And where on the box is this secret exactly? It's the butterfly. Well, it's... Oh, I hadn't thought that far ahead. It's the carvings! There's definitely something going on there. Are you sure? You're sounding a little desperate, Defense. Desperate? Not at all, Your Majesty. The carvings the accused snuck in to see, even though it's forbidden, I might add. Witness, can you tell us anything about these carvings on the box? Well, how many... He's adding so many things to his testimony. Of course, as head monk, I know all about him. Yeah! The carvings depict Kuranese butterflies that carries the soul to the Twilight Realm. They were made around the 7th century. I see. Could you please add that information to your testimony, especially the part about it being made in the 7th century? Surely that's important. Let's see, Phoenix with some emotes and saying spider boobs. You know, that is what would have happened if Peter Parker had been bitten on the bosom. He would have had spider boobs, spider moobs, actually, man boobs. And then that's where the webbing would have shot from, just like that. And Phoenix says, stream was good, with a thumbs up. Nice. Fine, listen up, lawyer trash. Kuranese butterfly from the 7th century carries a metama so elementary. Yeah! Oh, I need to breathe for a second. All right, I guess we'll press this now too. Press it. Hold it. Why'd they get added at the end? Like the other one got added as the second statement. Anyway, I believe this butterfly design conceals some sort of secret. Oh yeah? Why don't you check it out for yourself then? Huh? What's with the smug look on his face? I think I'll do just that, Your Majesty, if I could. All right, no, move the lock over to the butterfly side. Well, nothing unusual here. Well, Defense, what have you discovered? I'm afraid I haven't discovered anything, Your Majesty. Here, I'll return it now. I told you, didn't I tell ya? Then in that case, there must be some secret trick to the key. No, there's not. Now you're suspicious of the key, are ya? There's just no reasoning with this man. The accused forced the lock open. There's no other explanation. That's right! He desecrated the box by opening it without using this Metama key! Wait, what did he just say? I'll sing it as many times as I have to get it through your thick lawyer skull. Only the Metama key unlocks the treasure! Force it and reap the founder's displeasure! Ow! Yeah! Yay! For the forgetful Defense's sake, could you please add that to your testimony? So you like this little number better, do ya? Let's see. Should I have him swap this statement? Sure, let's see what happens when we press that. Have him change it. I believe the witness just made, or sang, a very important statement. I would like it switched into his testimony. Why not leave both in there? Yeah, very well, witness, if you would. If I have to, carve it to your brain, lawyer man. Let's see, Fink said some emotes saying laughing. Queen Katie said, didn't know you could add that carving testimony. So was that wrong? Did I make a mistake? Phoenix with some emotes. Bumbo said, Logan, you say some completely out-of-pocket things sometimes. What did I say, Bumbo? That's the problem. I don't listen to myself. This is all just stream of consciousness. The only filter I have is the hardwired filter that says don't swear. Other than that, I don't pay attention. What did I say, Bumbo? Crystal does quote number 144. Have you ever noticed how whenever people do something for the greater good, it always involves killing a lot of people? I think if what you're doing involves killing a lot of people, maybe it's not the greater good. Persona 3 Reload. Well, it says July 3rd. Oh, it must have been like after midnight in the Eastern time zone or something like that, because that was my birthday. I didn't have a stream on my birthday. And Crystal Gambles an emote. Oh, and Eglin with a quote saying, quote number 35, get out of here, chubby Abe Lincoln. Papers, please. February 19th, 2022. And Bubbo Gambles with that. 2 hours, 26 minutes, and 8 seconds. I caught up to chat for the first time of the night, yeah. I think that's respectable. Close to 2.5 hours. Oh, there, look at that. Oh, Phoenix, are you still here? I just glanced down. Crystal did a quote from when we played Ghost Trick. Okay, so earlier today, I gotta tell you guys, I popped into Phoenix's stream while she was streaming, and she was like saying, oh, Logan, I wanted to talk to you. There's a game I wanted to recommend you play. You really gotta play this. It's called Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective. And it was like, this is a great game. You're right, I would like playing that, because I did, like last, I think, when was that? I think it was November. Was it October or November that we played it? Something like that. But yes, so there it is, you see. It says, when in doubt, let a rat out. Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective. Oh, there we go, November 4th, 2023. So that's when we played it. There we are. So we got only the meat of my key unlocks the treasure, force it open, reap the founders to pleasure. Let's hold it right on that thing. There must be some secret to this key. Oh yeah? And what exactly is this secret trick? Huh? What's that smug look for? Maybe something like it can change shapes. Oh man, that's some wild imagination you got there. I'll give credit where it's due. You can daydream like a champ. Just like any Magatama, the key is made of a translucent material. One look and it's pretty obvious it can't change shapes. Yeah, I wasn't really sold on that one myself. But I felt like there was something odd about Understanding's testimony just now. I think I better take another look through the evidence. Okay, so it sounds like that's where we're gonna, let's press his other statements just to see if make sure there's nothing else new. So there was the new stuff, method open the lock, all this time I guard the orb faithfully, sacred duty to the Holy Mother, easy to see. Did we already press on that statement? I don't know what we pressed on or not. I think we haven't. Let's try pressing it. Hold it. Your sacred duty, huh? Oh crap, no, we already did this one. We already did this. Crap. Okay, keep going. We're done with this. I wish we could just fast forward through things we've already seen. I don't need to hear this conversation again. Okay, so we already pressed on that. So then, hands unclean, the accused did the deed, forced to open the box, no key, he did deed. Okay, we did press on that, and that's what gave us the real method to open it. And then we also pressed on this, so we just gotta press on this final statement. Then we'll come back, and to the one where it says Founder's Displeasure will present the lyrics from the song, and that should hopefully take care of it. So let's see, lion lawyer, condemn him to heck, kick him, throw him into a prison sack. Hold it! It's the, Phoenix says, quote, Bill said, I just made redacted facts multiple months in advance. Wait, for this game or for Persona? Phoenix said, Ghost Trick, heck yeah! Crystal said, Ghost Trick is awesome. See, Eglin said, November. I remember that quote being within the first case. Yeah, so it was November. I just couldn't remember when exactly we started the game. Well, because we finished Persona 5 like about a week into November. I think it was like November 6th or the 9th or something like that. But I think we started Ghost Trick shortly before that. So I'm not sure. Phoenix says relevant with flex and emote. Bayo said, I'm now fully prepared. For the rest of P3, wait. For the rest of it? Are we almost done with the game? I still felt like we had at least maybe a good 25 to 30% remaining. We might almost be done with it. I'm not the one who will be going to jail, Mr. Understanding. You are. Yeah, you think so, huh? Hey, what do you think, people? It's not just me this lawyer is putting... Oh, it's... Sorry, it's Understanding saying this. Not just me this lawyer is putting down. He's insulting Karanism and the Karanese people too. He thinks he can get away with that. He's got another thing coming, right, people? Yeah, he's got another thing coming. I think that's a lyric in a song too. That's right. Disrespectful lawyers deserve to be removed post-haste. Exterminate! Annihilate! Exterminate! Oh, what? Yikes! The gallery's getting really whipped up over this. You're going to jail. You, not me. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. Oh, this is a song again. It's too late. No forgiveness for you. Not for me, the judge, or her holiness too. You rue the day you set foot in this court. To the gallows, lawyer, you will report. What was that just now? It's like there was something odd about his testimony. I can't afford to ignore any inconsistency, no matter how small. The smallest detail could blow this case wide open. I've got to use the evidence to unlock a path to the truth. Okay, so my guessing is the bit about the founder's displeasure. So let's go ahead and save on that, because when we did the one about the carvings, it offered to swap this one out. But when we pressed on this one, I'll take you, Toilet Duck. I'll even save twice, because you told me to. But then when we pressed on this statement, it didn't give us the option to switch back to carvings. So it's got to be this. Only the Mitama key unlocks a treasure, force it open, and reap the founder's displeasure. I'm guessing that means we present the song lyrics. But let's review everything else just to be sure. Rolls autopsy report. Time of death around noon. Head show signs being hit with a blunt object. Time of death, cause of death, cerebral contusion from a head injury. That's the photo there. From the temple treasure room, the body was discovered at the base of the stairs to the altar. The murder weapon, not even the Magatama key can open it. Glows in the dark. We have that, the look at it there. And we also have the black and white photos from the newspaper. Notice from the day of the incident, the defendant's fingerprints were found on it, April 23rd. Due to the growing number of thefts around the temple, we'll be tightening security threats. See, the growing number of thefts, they're all him. Understand, it's been stealing stuff. Therefore, all the hallway shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. We already used that earlier. The diagram, I don't think there's anything new there. The sole key for opening the treasure box on to stand and keeps it on his person at all times. And then finally, we have this photo, which we already looked at before. It showed the guitar was different. So it's got to be the lyrics, right? I know that this is connected, because to recap, for anyone who wasn't here, the lyrics to their Song of Ceremony says, when the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed, right? And when you look at the this thing, in the black and white photos, we have one side that has a butterfly, and the lock, there's this thing that looks like you can rotate it around, and that has a Mitama on it. So you rotate it around, slap it down on the butterfly, then you enter the key, and that's how it opens. So, you know what, I saved, let's try this.
Objection!
Crap, why is the music still playing? No! There's something odd about the witness's statement. Slam. And this evidence will prove it. No, 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 no! The only thing odd I find here is your objection! I hope this will help you change your ways! That didn't go very well. All right, we're scumming our saves. We're scumming our saves. I know, because I know what it is! I know that's the explanation! It's just the game being a b-hole. Oh, wait, oh, Queen Katie, is that why you had Toilet Duck tell me to save? Is because you knew I was gonna be wrong. Okay, so let's look at everything else then. Steal the founder's orb, me, I didn't. This lying lawyer's insults, no limit. The real method, open the lock, you say, delusional man, there ain't no other way. Okay, maybe this is where. Let's try present here. We'll present the Song of Ceremony.
Objection!
No! I don't see any particular problems with this piece of evidence. Okay, hang on. Okay, crap. I know I'm on the... I got it figured out, but I don't know how the game wants me to communicate it to it. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the start. Steal the founder's orb, me, I did it. The lying lawyer's insults, no limit. The real method to open the lock, you say, delusional man, there ain't no other way. All this time, I guarded the orb faithfully, sacred duty to the Holy Mother, easy to see. I guess we could present, like, the instructions that said there were a bunch of thefts, but I feel like that's not relevant to this. We need to find out how the orb was opened. Hands unclean, the accused did the deed. Force the box open, no key did he need. Only the Mitama key unlocks the treasure. Force it and reap the founder's displeasure. Lying lawyer, okay. Oh my gosh. Well, you know, let's try it. Let's try showing the instructions saying that there's been a lot of thefts around. It's gonna be wrong, but it'll give me time to think. Oh, see, it's wrong. Okay. Okay, just get to the end of that, and let's reload. I'm gonna read some chat while I think this over. Like, I am on the right track. I know this. I know what... Let me read some in the chat. Let's see. Oh crap! I gotta scroll up just a tiny little bit there. Let's see. Eglin said, when talking about Animal Guy just having a bunch of rats in his pocket, said like pocket sand, but it's pocket rat. Pocket rat, pocket rat. I love it. I love it. Crystal says, quote number 63. I thought we were only talking about the D. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy, January 29th, 2024. Crystal says, P3R will be over quickly if Logan made actual progress. Well, it would be wonderful if it could somehow take about 2 more months so that then the answer would come out and we could just go straight into playing that. But apparently that's not going to happen. Okay. So we gotta think here. Only the Mitama key unlocks the treasure, force it open, and reap the founder's displeasure. Or it could be the real method, open the lock, you say, delusional man, there ain't no other way. I mean, we could show the evidence that shows it was open, but except he was just saying that it was forced open. And let's just try it. Let's try it.
Objection!
See, that's wrong. Okay, so we gotta load again. Oh my gosh. Only the Mitama key unlocks the treasure, force it open, and reap the founder's displeasure. And this is the one that Phoenix had, like, made a big deal about. And the fact that we can't switch this... I heard what happened! Thank you, I'll check the chat in a second. I was just gonna say, the fact that it won't let us change this back to the carvings makes me think this is important. Let's see, Bale said, nah, you're in late game now. That said, it's still a Persona game. Late game will be long. But I thought that the game goes to, like, January or something. Because you guys have talked about how that you're doing, like, the Aigis Social Link in January. And we're in November. That's like months. Bill said, combine that with Logan time, it'll be even longer. And there was the toilet duck when Katie said, you're on the right track, just the wrong train. I will say, though, the line about the key is the correct statement. Okay, so this one. So thank you, Bumbo, for drawing attention to that. Thank you. So it's this one. Only the Mitama key unlocks the treasure, force it open, reap the founder's displeasure. So we tried presenting the lyrics, which is what it should have been. Let's read all this stuff again. The song about the Founder's Orb, sung during the Dance of Devotion, includes an English translation. I tried presenting that. It should have been that, but it wasn't. Autopsy report doesn't seem to do it. The temple's treasure room, the body is discovered at the base of the stairs to the altar. So is there anything else in this photo that we can see? It's open. The cart is there. The scroll is there. Blood is on his hand. The gun is unlatched, so obviously the gun was put back in after he was murdered. Okay, that doesn't seem relevant. The murder weapon, not even the Magatama key can open it, glows in the dark. I guess, you know, let's just try presenting the treasure box. And just show that, well, I just present.
Objection!
No, okay. You know, I'm just gonna have to brute force this in a minute. Which is frustrating because I know what the solution is. Again, I don't know how the game wants me to communicate it. So we gotta present. So we tried presenting that, Notice from the day the defendant's fingerprints were found due to the growing number of thefts around the temple will be tightening security throughout. Therefore, all of the hallway shutters will remain shut for the Dance of Devotion. Temple diagram. Doesn't have anything to help with the key. Oh, you know what we should just do then? Say only the Magatama key unlocks treasure? Oh, wait, no, because I was going to say tell him to use it, but he's claiming that it's broken now. Let's try presenting it. Let's try it. Why not?
Objection!
Why? Just a minute, Mr. Understanding. That's what was odd? He called it the Mitama key instead of the Magatama key. They're both weird words that start with M. Okay. You just called your key the Mitama key, didn't you? But didn't you originally say it's called the Magatama key? Hey, who was it that wanted that? Was it Eglin who wanted the string to break? The string broke. The Mitama key? What's that? The key that the string broke. Who was it that wanted the string to break? I don't know, Your Majesty, but apparently it's a rather crucial question. Did he restring it, or are we down? How many, did we lose a string? There's 4 now. Were there 4 before? Well, what's the big deal? So I said the wrong thing, so what? Simple slip of the tongue. An A for effort, Mr. Wright, but your grandstanding betrays your desperation. I'm afraid a small slip of the tongue on that adds absolutely nothing to your argument. What say you, defense? Is it an important detail? Judging by Understandin's reaction, I'd say it's everything my argument needs. Yes, Your Majesty, it's very important. This key is apparently not the Magatama key, but rather the Mitama key. And I believe this discrepancy holds a great significance for the defense. Okay, so we're saying it's Mitama. Is that what the lyrics say differently? Oh, because it says Mitama instead of Magatama. How did I not notice that? This is awful. This is awful. I hate everything that's happening right now. I hate everything. Bumbo says, what? Quinke said, man didn't read the item and the statement. I didn't. I got it. Bumbo said, oh. Quinke said, I was face-palming while you read items. Crystal laughing. Egnan says, yippee! Was that yippee for the string break? Garfield said, this judge has literal dementia. Well, I think we've already established that back in Japanifornia, Judge Udgy does. Oh my goodness. I need to breathe for a second after that, hang on. Also, we have less than 20 minutes before the 3-hour mark, so once again, no pressure, but if anyone wants to start keeping an eye out for raid suggestions. And I believe this discrepancy holds great significance for the defense. Nah, man, just a meaningless mistake, insignificant. You're riding the crazy train to nowhere, lawyer man. Your Majesty, please don't pay the defense any heed. It's all nonsense. To tell the truth, I'm not really clear on what the defense is driving at myself. However, I am eager to find out. What? Defense, you will explain yourself like your life literally depends on it. Because it does. We're gonna kill you. Now then, is the name on the key an important detail? Yes, it's an absolutely important detail, I think. Because the Mitama key is connected to the Founder's Orb. I see, very well. In that case, please show the court the grounds on which you are basing this claim. And that's gonna be the lyrics to the song, right? So let's save before we do this in case the game decides to be mean to me again. Okay. The grounds, Your Majesty? You can, of course, show grounds. Can you not, defense? Of course. What can I say? I have to come up with something. Anything, even if it's just a bluff. The Mitama key. Mitama. There has to be something somewhere that ties Mitama and the orb together. Don't keep me waiting, defense. What evidence shows a connection between the Mitama key and the Founder's Orb? It's gonna be the song lyrics. Song lyrics.
Take that!
What's that? The Song of Ceremony? All this time, the answer was right there in front of me. It's right there. in the song of ceremony performed during the dance of devotion. Gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. Crystal says, no more light flickers on your side, Logan. No, it's not. It's better. Although the light may burn out at any time. We'll see. Bubba said, ever heard of a Freudian slip, Judge? Crystal with some emotes. Queen Katie said, on the bright side, Logan, you can finally do your theory now. That's all we have left, literally. That's why I said right track, wrong train. All because of the crazy train, where he said, you're going off the rails on a crazy train. Oh, and Crystal with a raid suggestion. Hang on, let me copy this down in my text file for later, because we are 15 minutes away from the 3-hour mark, so I'm going to need to keep track of that. Thank you very much, Crystal. I appreciate that. There we go. And there we are. Thank you. It's right there in the Song of Ceremony performed during the Dance of Devotion. Ha! Your Majesty, the Song of Ceremony tells of the treasure of the founder of Karanism, but hidden within its lyrics is the secret behind how to really open the treasure box. Oh! Holy! They're combining and he shouts, Mother! Hop up, hop up, hop up! I think that's blasphemy in our country. Ugh. But how can that be, Defense? The Song of Ceremony contains the following lyrics. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. We could have saved so much time in this trial if it had just let me present that evidence before. I believe the Mitama here refers to the Mitama key. Well, yes, it is the same word, but that doesn't mean... Now, Judge, I know more about your culture from the past couple hours than you do. It's okay. We've been calling this the Magatama key, and that's why I inserted the key into the lock with the Magatama design on it. Oh, but that was obviously not the right way to use it. And I suppose you know the right way? I do, Your Majesty. To use the key properly, you have to first... Hang on. Save. Because I don't know what it says. Flip it? Are we talking about the key or are we talking about the box? Okay, so I guess if you're talking about the key, we flip it vertically. Because that makes it, is that what makes it a Mitama instead of Magatama? But we gotta like rotate the box thing horizontally. So let's say flip it vertically. If we turn the Magatama shape upside down like this, oh, there we go. It just takes me a long time to turn things upside down, sir. Even though that's kind of my thing, turn my thinking upside down. It becomes the Karani symbol of the soul. In other words, a Mitama. Oh my, you're absolutely right. I never noticed they were similar before. But now what? What do you do with it? It's too big to fit in the lock that way. Oh, I knew he was just bluffing. Bluffs and lies are the only tools of his trade after all. There must be some other place this key fits. But where? Let's see. What were the words to the Song of Ceremony again? Butterfly! When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Where should the Mitama key actually be used? Yeah, we're just gonna rotate around on Butterfly, right there. But I'm gonna save in case the game is a jerk again. Save. There we go. I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Oh, Quick Katie says clasps. Garfield says, I have a raid suggestion. Oh, if you got a raid suggestion, post it. Oh, there's Crystal and Garfield with 3 more raid suggestions total. So let me copy these over as well into the text file. Thank you very much, both of you. I'll be checking these out in a little bit because I thought, oh, this would be so great. We'll quickly wrap up this trial. We're gonna get into the next chapter so quickly. We'll be able to start it out. I was even thinking like maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the next prosecutor. But no, that was too much to hope for. So let me try and copy, like I said, these things over. And Crystal says, oh, and Crystal with yet another raid suggestion. Hang on. So I gotta copy this one. Oh crap, it's not wanting me to. There we go. Let me copy this one over into my text file as well. So many raid suggestions. Thank you. Hang on, I'm just copying everything over. Don't worry, I'm getting back in the game. I am getting back in the game in just a second. Give me time. It just takes a quick moment. There we go. Let's see. And Bubba says, Oh, wait. Eglin says, it's upside down, Ace Attorney musical reference. Well, because that's the whole thing, like Turnabout, it's always turning things upside down. Bubba says, probably could go overtime just to finish this case. You know, we might, but, you know, gosh dang it, we're gonna finish this case tonight. Crystal says, poor Logan, he thought it'd be over real quick. I underestimate Logan time and my own stupidity. But okay, did I save? I think I saved. I'm gonna save again just to double check. I can't remember. All right, and let's try presenting the butterfly. Let's do it. Present it. Huh. Oh, wow, my hands are so wobbly. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. It fits that shape. I never noticed that. I thought he had to move the lock over to the butterfly. My goodness, hang on. Hey, what's that? Has that been staring me in the eye, right in the face this whole time? Oh my gosh, it has! Look, that's the shape! Oh my gosh! That is the shape! I am ashamed of myself for not noticing that. I felt so proud of myself. I was like, the butterfly in the lyrics, so great. That is, it's literally, it's right there. It is, oh my gosh. My goodness! The treasure box, it really opened! No way, man! What? No! Ha! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the real secret behind the Song of Ceremony. Is the true key to open the treasure box! Hop, why do we feel so stupid now? It's all over, Mr. Payne. Well, I did say that to the murderer, not him. How so? Let's say someone was fooled into trying to force the front-facing lock open. Sadly for them, it won't budge. That's because the lock is, after all, just a decoy. Then what you're saying is, neither the victim nor the defendant would have been able to open the box. They, therefore, had no way of stealing the treasure. Plus, like, the treasure wasn't found on either. Well, I guess the kid left. He could have hidden it somewhere. The only one who could have stolen it is the one man who knew about the Mitama key. Peas Lobbin, understanding. Do we get to see his breakdown now? Oh, but I'm not done yet. Please recall the scene of the crime. On the floor by Mr. Roll's body was the very unlocked and very open treasure box. Only someone who knew how to open the box could have left it in that state. And so, there can only be one true culprit. Admit it, Mr. Understanding! You're the one who killed Mr. Roll! So why did he open the box? Oh, to make it look like the kid had stolen the orb, I guess. I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, if he lived in, like, 10 BC. I don't care what they say about me anyway. I don't care about that. Weezer. Yeah! Whoa! What? Wow! It fell on him. Yeah. Cuckoo. Well. Yeah. Curse him. It's all his fault. Why did he have to steal his treasure? Yes, that meddling kid and his dog that he hides in his bag too. Why'd I have to spot him with that box on my way to the storeroom after the morning dance? It's his fault I had to cause that blackout and clock him good. I couldn't let my secret get out. Nobody could know the treasure box was empty. I'd lose my position as head monk. Who knows what else they'd do to me? I couldn't let... I had to stop him. What a shocking development. I can scarcely believe it. Let me read some more in the chat. But yeah, Bucky was saying the key was just European. Queen Katie said, "You're done, Logan. Gameplay over in this case." Also, we got a clip from Queen Katie. Oh, is this gonna be like the clip of me figuring out the whole thing with the song lyrics? Even though I was apparently wrong about spinning around the lock. I was close though. This clip is called "So Early, Logan Already." Wow. Okay, so let's watch this clip, then we'll get back to the game. The favor of the orb is bestowed. Also, it's probably like a hint on how to open the orb when the butterfly embraces the Mitama, because the Mitama, I'm assuming, is like a Magatama thing. That's gotta be this thing in the front. So when the butterfly, I bet what it does, it rotates around, and I bet when you slap the lock on top of the butterfly, then that like unlocks it somehow. I was so close. I was so
look, there's
close.
This bar going across. You guys can see my cursor, right? You can see the bar right there. That probably is like a swivel point or something. Well, let's take a look at the, because it's open in the photo
I was
where he's
so
dead.
close. I was so freaking close.
Oh, you see it's on top of something, just flowers to the left of it. So let's take a look again at this here. And flowers on the one side of, oh yeah, definitely, because there's the butterfly there, flowers. And this looks like flower, yes! Because, right, so what you do is you probably rotate around. I'm probably wrong, but I feel proud of myself. I'm gonna feel so proud of myself if I am correct about this.
And I was just incorrect enough to not feel proud of myself. That's the thing, this game has a way of simultaneously making me feel so smart and then so stupid. Krista was saying, laughing, the face palm. Garfield said, yeah, in case we are so close to finishing, in case we shall go overtime. Crystal says, Logan feels defeated, rip. Yes, I did. Some emails from Garfield. Phoenix says, Logan error 404. Okay, let's keep going with this. We can get to the end. We get like 3 minutes to the 3-hour mark. I can scarcely believe it! Nothing like this has ever happened since the DC Act was enacted 23 years ago! 23 is so oddly specific. Oh, is that gonna be like Mystic Maya's age or something like that? Then maybe they sent her to Japanifornia to like meet lawyers to bring them back here to undo the DC Act or something? Because how old would she be 23 now? She might be. She's in her 20s at this point. She's got to be. No, my perfect, unblemished record destroyed. The incredible pain ruined. No! Hobble, he's bald! Death to the baldy! Did the lawyer really win? I can't believe it! No way, this can't be happening! Gavel slam! Peace! I said peace! Honestly, I'm just as shocked as everyone else! But the truth has been made known, so it's time for me to give my verdict. In the name of the Holy Mother! This court finds the accused. I'll be your guide! Not guilty! In a fancy font. Oh, and we get like butterflies instead of confetti. Let's see Gumshoe do that. Ah, it's so fancy, so pretty. Ghost butterflies. Ooh, I'm so bald. Butterflies. Actually, no, this has never happened before. This is a real problem. I think it's a plague sent from the gods. Everyone evacuate. Why did you just assume this is normal? April 24th, 1:36 p.m. High Court of Kurain. Accused lobby. Hop noises. There's still quite a commotion. The people from the gallery show no sign of clearing out. I can't believe it. Not guilty? I'm still in shock. Can you believe that guy? I can feel everybody's eyes on me. This can't be happening. It's impossible. Oh, Holy Mother, preserve us! I've never been in a defendant lobby quite this uncomfortable. Mr. Wright, you have shaken the foundations of our society. Collapse is imminent. Anarchy reigns supreme. It's like the purge. We gotta get out of here. Oh, Albie, hi. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you did for me, for ruining our country to save one life. I'm just glad it turned out okay. It was touch and go there for a while. I'm really sorry, Mr. Wright. I had a really hard time trusting you at first. That's okay, Albie. I know how unpopular lawyers are in this country, and now you can go back to swindling me out of money again. But how did it ever get this way in the first place? I don't know. It was 23 years ago. I'm a kid. Why are you asking me? Allow me to explain! At least I wish I could explain. But I don't really know why. I never even questioned it before today. By the time I was born, all the lawyers were already gone. As far back as I can remember, verdicts have been based on her benevolence's insights. Right. Rafa, the royal priestess. She's a real priestess in my butt. That didn't work. I was trying to make it sound like pain in my butt. That did not work. That made it sound like she is a priestess located physically inside my butt. Boop, 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 boop. You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider. How verdicts founded on truths imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. For her part, I'm sure she really believes in what she says, but, well, the problem wasn't what we saw, it was our interpretation of it. SC Queen Katie says, what a solo! Eglin said, it's like getting 99 out of 100 on a test. Queen Katie said, so yeah, all that's left of this case is the aftermath now. Garfield says, initiate overtime sequence after the stream. I want to initiate Ovaltine sequence. It gets me some chocolate milk. Bubbo says, DL6? Garfield says, bald? Bald, 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 bald. Eglin said, my eyes! Crystal says, bald. Queen Kitty said, I'd like to think the butterflies was the victim being like, yo, sorry about accusing you. You a good kid. Okay, bye. Said, you know what, though? I do kind of want to look up Maya's age right now. I looked up the others, but I don't know how old she is now. I feel like by the time we got to Trials and Tribulations, I feel like she had to have been somewhere between like 19 to 21 by that game, but I'm not sure where exactly. I don't know. Even with her benevolence's divination seances, lawyers are still necessary. Without proper defense, people could easily wind up receiving wrongful convictions. Mr. Wright! Huh? Don't say that so loud. People might think you're a rebel. You could be arrested. A rebel? That's right. One of those people going against our queen and the court system. Wait, is Rafa the queen or is the queen somebody else? Whoa, whoa, he is cool looking. He's got a glowing red eye and an eye patch over the other one. I bet he's gonna turn out at some point that he's like really a good guy or something. That they're fighting for a just cause or some crap. They call themselves the Defiant Dragons. Or, I was gonna say maybe he'd be the prosecutor, but no, the prosecutor wouldn't be a rebel, right? And they're led by a scary guy named Dirk. Oh, that's who they mentioned before, Dirk, they mentioned him. They'll do anything to overthrow her eminence, even commit crimes. And I don't know if you know this, crimes are illegal. Dirk. I remember people in the gallery mentioning that name. He looks cool. The things you're saying sound a lot like the stuff they say. But you're not scary like that Dirk guy. Seriously, there's like nothing scary about you. You're non-threatening. I bet women find you very unappealing. Okay, who's doing Pardon the Intrusion? Oh, it's probably Maya. I bet it's Maya. Pardon the intrusion. Oh, that is not Maya. Unless she changed a lot, we didn't see her face before. For some reason, you know, he reminds me of like a really young Sean Connery with a beard for some reason. So you, I want to talk to you, see. Flight, is it? Right, sir, Phoenix, right. And you are? I'm the Cronese Minister of Justice. The name's Inga Karkul Crane. Inga Karkul. That's got to be a pun. Inga Karkul. Inga Karkul. Inga Karkul. I'll figure it out later. I oversee the whole legal shebang. I was watching from the three-ring circus in there. You were? Wow, the Minister of Justice. Oh, I'm so smitten. He has a purple earring. So he's in charge of the entire court system. Defense Culpability Act and all. Minister Inga, how are you, sir? Run along, Mini Monk. Grown-ups are talking here. Yes, sir. Very sorry, sir. May I help you with something? Just wanted a good look at you. Guys like you aren't exactly a dime a dozen around here. Okay, so obviously he's gonna be the bad guy. I feel bad because last time I had a theory that the final bad guy might be the judge, because we've never had the judge be a bad guy. We've like done every different computation, but maybe this guy, maybe it'll be like the equivalent of the king or the president or whatever. So it's gonna be somebody even higher in the court system than the judge. He's gonna be the final big bad guy, I guess. Huh, well then. He's eyeing me like I'm some kind of exotic creature in a cage. I mean, but look at those eyes. That could be erotic. That was a slip of the tongue. I did not mean to say that, but it fits. I'm sorry if he's giving you those eyes. That is not an exotic creature. You know what? I'm just gonna move on and pretend I didn't accidentally say that. Oh yeah, might as well share this little morsel with you. Turns out Roll was a seasoned thief, a repeat offender, see. Had me men look into it, and they found all the booty he'd pilfered right in his digs. But he seemed like such a nice man. Why, Mr. Roll, why? Guess he was doing it for the family. What a mook. A mook? How can you say that? Guess that kind of sob story gets you common folk all misty-eyed, huh? Anyway, another thing. I had me men check out that understanding fellow too. He wasn't the one with the sticky fingers. That's the insurgents. What? Oh, so that way they can blame anything on the something dragons. They put the squeeze on our head monk, apparently. So he gave up the founder's orb and tried to keep it hush-hush. Wow, I see. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, Shay. White. It's right. I already knew a guy named White. He was bad. Red, white. That was a cute little number you pulled in my courtroom today, wasn't it? First not guilty ruling in 23 years. You're making waves, see, stirring the pot. Catch my drift. Yeah, I'm only visiting the country. I'll be gone soon. Oh, well, yikes, I'm in for it now. But thanks to that song and dance, we know our precious national treasure got nicked. So I'm gonna call it a wash and let it slide this time. But all I did was defend the accused and an innocent child. You do your best to read between the lines here, chump. You're standing on thin ice. You get me drift. Is this voice work for him? If he's saying you're, should he be more of like a... No, because I don't want to give him like the gangster type of voice, because that's too close to Gumshoe, and I still want to hold out hope that Gumshoe will come back. Even a dirty, no-good-nick punk knows to cash in his chips before the house steps in. Ah! Do us both a favor and keep an eye on the path you're walking down. You never know whose toes you might be stepping on. This ain't your turf, buddy. Never forget whose soil it is you're standing on. That was so awkward, Albie. I am leaving the country right now. Tell Maya not to ever invite me back. Yikes, he was kind of scary, wasn't he? Yeah, well, no use worrying about it. We have more important things to think about. Such as when we can continue the sightseeing tour. I'm just a goofy guy. Tour? Oh, anytime, sir. We still have plenty of time until Miss Maya's training ends. Let's say, because a lot of these chapters will sometimes end with like, oh, and I have to show this final piece of evidence for something, just in case I get it wrong. Quickita said, oh, Maya is 28? Oh, I guess that makes sense because the space between Trials and Tribulations and Apollo Justice was like 7 years. And so, yeah, she would have had to have aged a lot. Said, wow, I didn't realize she was only 4 years older than Apollo. He was just a little kiddo when Maya met right. We said, oh yeah, don't forget the costumes. Oh, that's right. Maybe, should we? Because so many people have already gone to bed, maybe we should wait and do the costumes at the beginning of next stream, because we're definitely not gonna have time to start the next chapter. So I'm sorry, because I said I was gonna do the costumes tonight. Is it okay if we wait till next stream? Bubba said, joking, it's the judge. See, that's what I was saying the last stream, because every single case, again, these will be spoilers for previous Ace Attorney games. Hopefully you guys don't mind. They, plug your ears for like the next 30 seconds if you do. They, every final case has had a big twist. The first one, it was the prosecuting attorney was falsely accused. Second one, it was that our client actually was guilty. The third one is the prosecuting attorney was actually guilty. Fourth one was that we didn't have enough evidence to convict the guy. Fifth one is that the police officer was guilty. And so, like, I'm trying to think of what other twists you could have, assuming it does a different twist and isn't just a regular trial, would be that the judge. And so I was thinking that, but now I think it's gonna be this guy. So I take it back. I feel bad. I besmirched the honor of the judge mistakenly. Garfield said, that ain't Maya. It was an honest mistake. You look very similar. They both have dark colored hair. Queen Kitty said, sadly, Inga does not have a pun name. Aw, Crystal says, erotic creature has a slip of the tongue. I'm sorry. Queen Kitty said, oh yes, erotic creature in a cage. No! Crystal says, Phoenix is an erotic creature. Edward the Great. Crap! And there's a clip from Eggland. Crap, that's good. What's gonna be, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I actually feel embarrassed by this. Okay, let's load this up on the clip viewer so we can see for sure. This clip is yup, it's exotic creature, but in parentheses also an R put in there. Crap. He's eyeing me like I'm some kind of erotic exotic creature in a cage. I mean, but look at those eyes, that could be erotic. That was a slip of the tongue. I did not mean to say that, but it fits. You know, with that erotic look he's giving us, looks like he wants to slip us some tongue. Okay. I'm sorry if he's giving you those eyes. That is not an exotic creature. You know what? I'm just gonna move on and pretend I didn't accidentally say that. He's eyeing me like I'm some kind of. Yeah, let's pause that before we hear that again. Thank you very much for the clip, Eglin. Quigay said, okay, I'm fine with waiting up. Okay, good. So we'll do that at the beginning of next stream. But we're already over time. We got to get to the end of this chapter to where it lets us save. We still have plenty of time until Miss Maya's trading ends. And there's still lots more temples to see and all kinds of local foods to eat. I can show you the natural beauty of the area and the waterfalls used for trading. I haven't shown you the breathtaking mountain view from the Plaza Devotion yet. A place where you can dangle your feet off a really big cliff in the Twilight Road walking on a bed. All right, slow down, Albie. There's plenty of time. And when we're done with all that, we can go see Miss Maya together. Okay, so we gotta wait till the next chapter before we finally see Maya. All right. Oh, Queen Katie, here's a question. Does Maya have an alternate costume? Because if she does, I probably don't want to check out the costumes because then it'll spoil what Maya looks like as an adult. Because they kept teasing her, but every time she turns around, it's been like glowy white. So the question is, does Maya have costumes? If she does, then we'll wait even further until we see her, and then we'll do the costumes. If she doesn't, then we'll check them out at the beginning of next stream. Yeah, you bet. Maya. I wonder how she's doing. I probably should have kept in touch with my best friend. Hope she's okay. She has a tendency to get, accused of murder a lot. Bale says, Amtrak was trending, so I was dreading it. Then the immediate AO of, is it gonna be Maya?
So,
No.
how about that not guilty, Dirk?
Don't kill Dirk. He looks cool. Don't kill Dirk.
I heard.
That must be the queen.
Sounds like the winds of change are beginning to stir.
Oh, is that Sojiro's voice? Is he gonna be our new dad? Is he gonna be Sojiro? Yay! But Bale said, and then immediate AO finding out a new route turned a profit within a week. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Achievement unlocked, the foreign turnabout for completing episode 1 of Spirit of Justice from its opening chapter. Yes, save my proggers. Save my poggers. Let's see, Bale said 2 weeks. Chris said very, very erotic. It was on accident. It was accidental eroticism. It was accidental eroticism. Queen Katie said, sadly, no costume for Maya. Just right, Athena and Apollo. Okay, so we will check those at the beginning of next stream. Garfield said, no, just Phoenix, Athena, and Apollo. And speaking of differently spelled Phoenix, given some emotes and everything like that. So I need to check out our raid suggestions, by the way. If you're lurking, if y'all could just hang around for just a minute, I would greatly appreciate that. While we check out who we're going to be raiding, there's a bunch of criteria that we use to try and see who to raid. Who has the fewest number of viewers? We got Okay, so it looks like it's going to be this one right here. We got to make sure that but what game is this? Oh, that's another Stardew Valley. Okay, we got a couple of Omori streamers. Sorry, if you're lurking, I'm going to give you a rundown of the channel in just a minute. Please stick around. I'd appreciate that. So we're going to do this one. Wait, hang on. Let me double check to make sure it's not like followers only or something like that, because that sometimes happens. Okay, there we go. So we're going to do this raid here. And here is our raid message. So for anyone who is lurking, let me give you the lowdown, as the kids say. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, currently alternating between this and Persona 3 Reload. So no stream tomorrow, because that's Monday. Tuesday, we'll be playing Persona 3. Things are getting really intense there. As Beowulf said, we're like, I guess, toward the end game section, which means we'll probably play for another month. And then on Thursday, we'll pick up where we're leaving off tonight. So we'll check out the costumes. We'll start chapter 2. It's going to be awesome. Here is also a link tree. So if you're lurking, if you're interested in seeing more, you can check out. We've got a Discord invite link. We've got a link to my TikTok, my YouTube, Twitter, all of those places. So feel free to check those out. Don't feel any obligation, though, or anything like that. Let's see. Bill said, yes, Dirk is Jameson Price, who plays Sojiro. Is he like a college teacher? I saw some video where somebody's like, my professor in this da-da-da is Sojiro, and went and talked to him. I think it's like a college teacher, like off the clock. Quickity says, ooh, nice. Garfield has a question. Did you play Dual Destiny special episode? The one with the pirate and the whale? Yes. Quick Kitty said, thank you for the tricky train stream. See y'all next time. Well, thank you all for being here. Bill said, see ya, Vi. Logan, Vi is on my mind because he's live. Haha. Crystal says, Aubrey always dies in my playthrough, and said, yes, he's a professor. Okay. Wait, Vi. Oh, okay. Anyway, Vitamin. That's who Vi. I thought you meant like Violet. But anyway, the raid's about to start. I love and appreciate you all. You're amazing. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We'll see you Tuesday. Enjoy the raid. Good night. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.